Yo, Gooness Therapy back again with another live stream after the weekend. Arsenal drew with Sunderland 2-2, and that's what we're going to be starting on. We've got a good panel for you lot today. Obviously, you can see Charlie here. Dan's coming in shortly, and we've got Anton from Australia. Australian Gooner will also be coming in as well. What's happening, Char?
What's happening, mate?
What are you saying? How you feeling, bro?
Deflated, mate. And that's being polite.
That's being polite.
Yeah.
Tell me what's your thoughts on the game, my brother?
Do you know what? Listen, you got a 5:30 kickoff at Sunderland. It used to happen at Newcastle. Do you know what I mean? That's City, mate. You get them late kickoffs under the lights. The fans have been drinking.
Dan, swear out, bro. I've added myself, but I ain't there for some reason.
It's not a nice place to go. Do you know what I mean? You're under the lights. You go 1-0 down. All of a sudden, you're battering them, mate. You're absolutely peppering them. You go 2-1 up. Nah.
Oh, that's a dead layout, Dan, man. They can't really see Chow, bro.
Yeah, because this one's in, what's it called again? He's got the thin one, innit?
If I turn it, if I turn, I can't turn it sideways, isn't it? What?
Can't you change it so we can? Can't we change it so we can?
How do I change it? I can't.
You just got to go landscape, Char. Can't you hold it landscape?
Yeah, but then I'm going to look sideways on the thing and hit look. Oh yeah, cool.
That's sweet. That's much better. Yeah.
All right, sweet. Yeah, no. So basically, mate, you go 2-1 up. You're battering them. Now, for me, like I said, it's worked for him in the past, isn't it? It has worked for him, mate. He's gone defensive. We've seen that again. But like you said, you see the next day, you got Guardiola goes 2-0 up at Liverpool, brings on Savinho, like you just said. Mate, he's that in a defensive sub. Like the way I see it, yeah, it's Sunderland. Whereas all over them, go for a third, mate. When I'm seeing Guardiola and that go for league titles, I can't remember them against a team that's just come up doing that. And for me, I just think, I don't know, man. It's the same. We're Arsenal, mate, and we shouldn't be doing that against Sunderland. I don't care what the situation was, whether they're doing well. I just don't think we should have gone like that. You know, it's worked for him in the past. Didn't work this weekend.
Game management. What did you think of his the tactics in the game? What did you think?
Mate, I don't. Again, they've brought on three players or something before. I can't remember the exact number, but they brought on a few players, mate. Give them fresh legs. He brought on one sub, didn't he? Was it what he only made the one sub? And mate, it took him a long time to make that sub. For me, all right, bring off Eze. Mate, bring on Noneri or something. We'll play that same thing. Or even you could have mixed it up and, I don't know, brought on Norgard or whatever. You didn't need to go and attack him. But for me, if you do that 5 at the back and all of a sudden they do get a goal, mate, you're fucked because you ain't going to get... Nah, I know we had chances to win that game after, but for me, I don't think... I just think you set yourself up that if they do get an equaliser, it's then harder to go and get a winner. I know we didn't have time anyway, but... I think, mate, I'm just in a bad mood, and City's result the next day pissed me off even more because they absolutely battered Liverpool. Do you know what I mean?
So, what do you feel like we sat back and invited pressure?
That's my issue. Yeah, like we didn't need to invite that pressure, mate, and that's what winds me up. It just winds me up. Like, look, let's put it this way: when Arsene Wenger was our manager, people used to make sure the grass was dry. Yeah, that was their tactics. Teams used to play against us, and they wouldn't wet the grass because they knew we could play football.
Yeah.
Now teams are bringing balls further to the pitch to stop long throws.
Crazy.
That's what
Crazy.
happened to us.
That's what the levels have gone to. They brought Sunderland brought the holding boards in so we couldn't get a run up for the throw-ins. That's mad.
But they used to make sure that I can't remember, but when we used to play the whoever, you'd get
These type of teams.
Mate, you'd get that they hadn't watered the grass, so that Arsenal couldn't play football on the floor. Nah, they're bringing holdings in because they're worried about how long throws. Like, that's how much we've changed, mate.
That's crazy, crazy work, man. Yeah, and what I noticed as well is that when we was 2-1 up, he also brought Marino back into midfield as well. He didn't leave Marino up top, so we had no outlet. There was a point where the ball was getting cleared out, and it was just going to Xhaka.
Mate, we went honestly, mate, yeah.
But what did I say, Dan? What did I say about missing Grokius, Dan? Gyökeres. I knew we'd miss him.
That's a big miss.
I knew 100% that we would miss him. And listen, what you have to remember as well, this international break, usually you want a game, right, to go straight into after it felt like a loss. Let's be real, it was a draw, but it felt like a loss. We won't know if it's a good point or a bad point until the end of the season.
Yeah.
But I just knew, me and Dan were arguing about this, and we spoke since, and you kind of agree with me now. Gyökeres, I knew it. Like, listen, Marino, he can come in and do a job against certain teams. Against a low block, he is useless, and it's not his fault because that's not his position. But he was like a statue. He can't move. And Gyökeres would have been pressing and running that team bloody ragged, and I reckon we win that game with Gyökeres in the team. Now, coming on to the tactics at the end. Look, me as well. I agree. I would have loved to have seen Skelly come on, Wanyeri and Mosquera. So you're getting two young players. You know, you could still take Eze off. You could bring Mosquera on for maybe he could have took off who was in the middle. He could have took off Zubomendi, right? And he could have brought on Mosquera, and then he could have brought on Skelly for Calafiori. Because even though Calafiori is bigger and he doesn't really get the winner at the end, he's got energy. He can get the ball. He can take it forward. He's obviously going to be a lot more lively and fitter than Calafiori is. So, but I've got nothing wrong with bringing on an extra defender. 99 out of 100 managers will bring on a defender when they're trying to defend the lead, regardless of who you're playing. And look, everything in hindsight is easy to say, because if we win that game, no one's even talking about him bringing Mosquera on, or how everyone's just saying what a win. Everything was spot on. You know, so in hindsight, everything is easy, because it's just like if you have a bet accumulator going and you've got one team left, right, and they're winning. Say you've got an 8-team accumulator, 7 have come in, and then the 8th team is a late kickoff and they're winning 1-0, and it's the 70th minute and they offer you a cash out of £1,000, but your winnings is £2,000. You take the £1,000. If they hold out, then you say to yourself, like, I shouldn't have done that. But if they let in a goal, then you've done the right thing. So it's all in hindsight. Hindsight is a beautiful thing. It's an easy thing to turn around now and say that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But the fact it was Sunderland and the promoted side, and I know they are 4th in the league, so after 11 games, you do kind of have to take them seriously. But the fact this Sunderland, and we were playing so well, and the only outlet they had was to launch it long. I saw Troops's reaction, and he was saying, like, go to the ball, like, stop going so back. And I don't know why they were going so back. Fair enough, play defensive, keep your shape. But they were just going way back, just basically saying, go on, cross it in and we'll deal with it. You can deal with it against most teams, but not every team. And had they not learned, you've already not been able to deal with a set piece with Ballard once. Do you know what I mean? Mm. So surely they should have learned, hold on a minute, let's go and attack the ball rather than all literally coming back like that, because they just invited the long ball but look, there was erratic performances. Gabriel was not himself. He was still good throughout the game, but that reminded me of the Gabriel a few years ago. Erratic decisions, right? Saliba I thought was good. Timber was good. Calafiori was okay, but David Raya, he's for me, although he made good saves, and listen, he's been one of the players of the season for Arsenal, or probably even in the league, but he cost us 2 points at the end there, because I don't know what he was doing coming out of his line like that.
Even that, he's come out his line, mate. He had his hands by his knees as if it was going to fall into his arms down there. If you're going to come for it, punch it. Secondly, when you think about it, honestly, right, in the words of Roy Keane, that's his job to make good saves, right? And yeah, he makes good saves. But bro, half of the games this season, he hasn't had to do a thing. He hasn't had to add shots on target. So we can't say he's been one of the players of the season, Dan, because half of the games he
No,
had to do nothing.
no. He has definitely been troll. There's been moments in games, in them games where we kept clean sheets or 1-0. We've won a lot of games 1-0, troll. 4 games in the league, that's 12 points. And he's made a good save in.
Yeah.
Anton, what's happening, my brother?
Hey, how's it going? How's it going, boys? Sorry I'm a bit late. We slept in, had a bit of a sleep in, but
What time is it over there, man?
8:17.
What's your thoughts on the game, Anton? How do you feel about it? Give us a breakdown.
Yeah, look, these are the consequences of being great. And that is that the teams are always going to come for your neck. Teams are always going to give you their best shot. And I got to say this from the start, I knew from the moment I was reading on Instagram, Grant Xhaka made an Instagram post. I still follow him because he used to be one of our players. And this is what he wrote. There was like a whole video montage, but in the description, not me. Okay. I don't know. Maybe that's Dan. He wrote, "Those who believe when the path gets tough, who keep fighting through the pain and inspire others to share the same dream together, we can achieve anything." He's riled up the Sunderland fan base as if like this was a cup final, like
Derby.
Yeah, like it was a derby. It was. When I read that, I had a sick feeling in my stomach, man.
So I remember you saying before that you wasn't too concerned about the Sunderland game, so that put a change in your mind thinking.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's because I just feel like when a certain team is gunning for you, and off the back of, look, think of the trip that this team made, right? We went up to Lancashire, then all the way to the Czech Republic, as Charles knows, that's a long trip. Then coming back and then going all the way up to Sunderland, to the north, all the way up to the north of England. That's all in 7 days. It's a lot of traveling. In terms of as well keep it the concentration to be the perfection that we were achieving. It wasn't easy, and when you're achieving that type of perfection, the teams are gunning for you. They're gunning for the gunners, and you gotta give credit where credit's due. They literally played out of their skins. They gave 120%, and we were this close to picking up all 3 points despite all of that. And moments like this is where Arsenal need to now learn from it, and we need to be able to adjust and get better and come back with the bit between our teeth. But what we don't want to do is be like Liverpool, which is allow one negative result to become another one and another one and another one and another one.
It's a good job we're playing Spurs next, isn't it? Because they're going to get their yearly whooping from us. But I just want to go back because I got cut off. I got cut off there with these laptops streaming. I've realized, bro. They say they have 3 hours. Yeah, you got to have your charger on here 24/7, mate. You take it out for 1 second, it goes.
Streaming, that charger's got to be in there 20.
Yeah, it's got to be in, bro. 24/7, innit, Dan? But yeah, look, David Raya, Charles, you were saying he's not been one of our best players. He definitely has been one of our best players.
I'm saying,
and like I said, let me finish. I think we've won 4 games already, 1-0. So that's 12 points. You're telling me he's not made, because that's what makes the elite goalies the best. All the best goalies play for the best teams. They don't have to do that for 75 minutes and then they pull off a fucking worldie. And he pulled off a worldie against Sunderland. So had he not made that mistake, he would have been up there for man of the match.
Yeah.
But talking of man of the match, I thought Declan Rice was nothing short of magnificent. Now, I asked this question, are there any world-class players in Arsenal's team? He is one that there's no questions if he's world-class or not. He doesn't need a trophy. He doesn't need anything.
I reckon there are a few in there, but one thing I gotta say though is that Ballard goal, for Declan Rice, he lost the duel. That set up the Ballard goal.
He did lose that duel.
That was so when you said he was perfect.
Yeah, all right.
Was not perfect.
All right, he wasn't perfect, because you are right. He did lose. He could have done a bit better. It was one of them. It was a 50-50. So I know it's a bit harsh that, but I thought Gabriel was the one for the final goal that I've never really. You don't really see Gabriel get out strength like that. So like there was little off moments, and do you know what it was? You know, usually we all say this now as Arsenal fans, that when we watch Arsenal, even negative fans, positive fans, whatever, we all say we don't feel like we're going to concede. You're kind of relaxed at 1-0 or 2-1. Not once did I feel relaxed while that was 2-1.
Yep.
I felt like there's something more in that game was going to happen.
That's what I'm saying. Unlike some of the other opponents, so I got to give credit to them. They actually came after us, and part of the reasons why Arteta made to make the defensive substitution is because we felt uncomfortable in our box. They just kept coming and coming and coming, and somehow we just kept letting them get there.
But you know what it is, Anton? You know what it is, Anton?
I honestly think it's fatigue. The more I've thought about it,
but you know what it is as well. Listen, you know, other teams, they know they cannot physically, like, we'll just clear it. It's too easy because our players are bigger and stronger. But Sunderland is one team that have got big players just like us. So,
on your match reaction, you said that there were some question marks over Arteta, basically, and how he managed the game, basically, and how he was fighting pressure. That's what you said, Dan, innit? So I'll put it to you.
Yeah. What I said, look. Sometimes, look, I'm not. Listen, well, I don't know what messages got sent out when he brought Mascaria on or what, but sometimes even as players, if Arteta, I don't know if Arteta has said everyone go and stand on the 6-yard box. So, like I was saying, I was watching Troops' reaction to it, and that's exactly what I was saying in the moment. I was going, "Why are you on the 6-yard box? Defend from the 18-yard box." For some reason, they all just went all the way back. I've never seen Arsenal do that. Even when we're playing against Man City and we've got 10 men, we take everyone back, but there's like a shape to us. Like there's real like sense to it. This was just like, let's just all go back and let them cross it in, and we'll head it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. Fatigue does funny things, Dan. Honestly,
Dan, I know you're Arteta's biggest, not fanboys, but yeah, you're his lawyer. So
but at the end of the day, Dan, when it goes, go on.
Do you feel Arteta got it right in this game with his in-game management and his tactics?
No, at the end of the game, he got it wrong. But that's only because we conceded the goal. Because if we don't concede the goal, then he's got it right. But
Dan, you said,
you know what I mean?
You said we missed Gokares, yeah, because there's certain games that there's certain games that Mourinho wouldn't suit, yeah. So I'm gonna ask you this question, right? I don't care if the kid's young or whatnot. If you need a runner that's gonna go in behind and stuff like that, just to drag their defenders a bit out of play, this low block, why not actually play a striker there that can run, a young kid? Bring Marino. We was at.
You're talking about Herman and Oos.
Yeah, mate. But why play him? If you want a striker that's gonna make runs behind, because for certain games, you know, Marino ain't gonna work. Play the kid. Bring Marino on later on. Like we've last year. This is the thing. We went to when Marino come on. He got them 2 goals. Yeah, was it Leicester? Was it Leicester? We went to.
Yeah, Leicester.
Yeah. So when he done that, right, all of a sudden, Marino come on, scored goals, right. Then when he started a few, he wasn't as good, right? And then he scored a few here and there. But
yeah, it's a bit of a myth. It's a bit of a myth of how good he was up front because he got some clutch goals and that. But there were games, there were some of them games where we lost to Bournemouth at home. All them draws and games where he was absolutely useless.
And also the reason
he's good because he has a good eye for goal and he has a good finish. He's got a good header, things like that. So if you get it in the box and you put it right to him, he finish it. But he's not going to run. He's not going to do all these things that strikers do. And people say we're just saying it over old Gyökeres because he don't score. We're trying to make up things that he does. Haaland, the best goal scorer in the world, runs them channels like crazy.
Yeah, you know I was watching it yesterday when they were against Liverpool. It was clear as day to see.
Jesus used to do it. He used to run the channels and that.
C7 Walkinshaw. He says, I think more or less Raya and Gabriel has made a mistake. So he said they're both culpable for that goal.
100%.
Raya's come to collect a cross with his hands by his knees as if it was going to fall into his hands. Forget coming off your line anyway. That was one mistake coming up for that. But if you're going to come for that, come and dive and try and punch that ball away, mate. Do not come with your hands by your knees, in between your 2 knees, as if it's going to fall that low into your hand, mate. Come on. There was no excuses for that.
I think big up John as well. Sorry, Anton, you come back to you. I think he's going with what you said, Charles. Should have brought on the 17-year-old fresh legs.
Listen, we spoke about this, Dan, innit? About his in-game management last year against PSG and all that. He's done it a lot, right? And this is why I can't fully. I know Dan loves him, and I know there's a few of my boys that they're so you can't no it's not right to say something's wrong, But I feel like when they're wrong, they're wrong, and he's done it a lot, man. And yeah, was he learning? We said,
I'll say to that, Charles, listen, how many times did Wenger get things wrong? Ferguson, Pep Guardiola last year. Pep Guardiola
got things wrong on the regular.
Pep Guardiola, no, let me finish. Pep Guardiola got the best, greatest manager of all time, got how many things wrong last year? Listen, it happens. No manager gets every decision correct. Do you know what I'm saying? So obviously, we're 11 games in. 10 games, he's got everything correct. He's made 10
games, he hasn't got everything correct because we've lost against Liverpool and drawn against City. So don't talk nonsense, Dan.
All
right, then.
Look what City done to Liverpool at home when they just played how they normally play. Didn't try to be defensive in that. Played exactly how they played. They battered Liverpool. We went there, played 3 holding midfielders, mate, and look what they've done. They were there for the taking. They're shit.
But the Liverpool, but we played Liverpool away. We didn't play Liverpool at home. It's totally different.
Cool, but even
it's
City,
totally
when
different.
we played them,
but City, listen, City. You said that Pep earlier on in this thing that City would never do that. Well, I saw with my own eyes City put 10 behind the ball against Arsenal and had the lowest possession they've ever had. So believe me,
I said against the promoted team, Dan.
Okay,
I said against a promoted teammate. The reason he put 10 against the ball behind us is because we slapped them by 5 last year.
We'll only know because City have still got to go to Sunderland. So let's see when City go and play Sunderland.
It won't be the same game because Xhaka and Ballard and that were bang up for the Arsenal game. They ain't going to be the same up for that City game. I'm telling you now, City go to Sunderland and we can keep this clip. Yeah, City go to the Stadium of Light. And they beat Sunderland, and I'll tell you that for free.
You know what though? They got Newcastle 5:30 on Saturday.
Yeah.
Newcastle are terrible at the moment, but you know what? I really fancy them to get something against City.
That's a hard place to go as well.
You know what? Under the lights, 5:30, Newcastle, and then we play Spurs the next day.
All day,
boys.
Yeah. When Man City played Newcastle.
Here's the thing, right?
Well, one sec, everyone, please. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers because 20 minutes in, we ain't even said it. Please, if you're a new, I've seen there's a new subscriber in there. Dan, if you can go through and get it up, please, my bro. We've got a new subscriber in there. Jordan, I think his name was. Thank you for subscribing. We're on the road to 1,000, guys. Once we get to 1,000, we can get monetized. We can start doing a lot more. I think we need to get to like 3,000 hours, and we're way over 1,000 now.
Get the 1,000, that's it. We're good.
So just keep tuning in, keep smashing the likes, and
I'll go through some of these comments because we ain't been
interactive. Yeah. Go through some comments and then we'll come.
AJ the Mod, big up AJ the Mod. I want Jonathan David all summer because he was 3 and actually a 9.
To be honest, no way he's going to be wanting strikers after next week when we have all our players back. I think this is very much a knee-jerk reaction.
I'm glad the international breaks turned up, man. We needed that. Get a few players back.
Gents, please, the difference between that draw against Sunderland than the 14 draws that cost us last season, because for me, nothing. I was on the terrace earlier, AJ the Mod, and this is what I'm saying. Last season, we dropped 21 points from winning positions. 21 points, 14 draws, and for me, it was a bit of deja vu yesterday, and I just hope...
How many have we dropped this year from winning positions?
What do you mean, how many have we dropped from this winning position?
I'm asking you, how many this year?
2.
We're 8 games in, Dan.
Just this is the first time.
We're not 8 games in, we're 11 games in.
I'm just saying.
Just the 2.
Okay.
So the
ratio is much lower than it was last year.
Okay, but I'm saying I got deja vu yesterday. We dropped points from a winning position.
I get you.
That's what I'm saying.
I hear that.
But sometimes you just got to put everything in perspective, Dan. You know,
he's got
like
6
this
new players
happens once doesn't mean it's happening as often as it used to. That's all. It's all I'll say to that.
Okay, but it's just it wasn't. It was a perfect opportunity for me with Liverpool and Man City playing each other to get that win. Yeah,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong, my friend.
And that is concerning as well. They obviously know what's going on. They know the big game the next day. So it was such a big chance to throw, even because City would have been under more pressure had we won, and the game might not have been the game that it was. You know what I mean? They went into that. They've dropped points now. You know, it momentum is handed to them. And listen, when I saw that
Liverpool are done, can we all agree?
Yeah, Liverpool are done. But when I saw that, I saw that City game, and you know, just when you're watching it, and I know they don't have like a crazy crowd or nothing, but just seeing like all the blue everywhere and Haaland and then this Pep, you know, like seeing Pep, it just gives me real PTSD and real shame.
You kind of wish that when they play, we had a home game against somebody
I
easy,
think,
wouldn't
you know, obviously I've been trolling to a certain extent, but I did believe that we were going to kind of pull away. I think we all kind of thought that.
So you still,
I think
are you still
Look,
off that
well,
view?
that's
no,
going
no.
to bring me.
Are you-
That's going to bring me back to where I
no,
was about to say, though. Right?
I think this is going to be a real title race now. That's it.
Yeah.
It is now because there's
After
11 games gone.
one draw,
Right.
this
Yeah,
just
no, but Dan, this is what happens. Look, I'm not being funny. Everyone wrote City off. Even people at the start were writing them off. The defense, they look shaky. Now they look like they were
Did you
saying
not-
it after the game.
Do you-
Pep's got that glint in his eye. And look,
Dan,
there's 4 points in it. And we have to go City away.
so this is my
So,
problem. This is
you know
my
what I
problem,
mean?
yeah. What, like you just said at the beginning of the season, when everyone's like, "Oh, the City, their defense is shaking," that for me is even more why it's more disappointing. We didn't go at them when their defense was shaky. You take another 2 points, right? They drop their point, give us another 2, right?
But Charlie,
That's
I
3
would say
points difference.
we did go at them. We had 80% of the ball. They
We
scored
don't
They
early.
knew
it's
their defense was shaky,
80%.
so they put everyone in the
But
defense.
Cho, it's a different game. They
How
scored
many shots
early.
did we have?
They scored early and put 10 behind the ball. So it
How many
changed the whole game.
We did because again
That's what
because
happened.
we didn't play with a number 10. We played with 3 holding midfielders, and
But
they
we did
scored
play with a
early.
number 10. He came on at half time.
Against Sunderland. Do you know what pisses me off, right? So against Sunderland, yeah, he come on at half time because Arteta realised he made a massive mistake in that game, right? Then he's chasing the game. What annoys me about Arsenal, yeah, is that, for example, even Sunderland the other day, right? Why did it take us to go 1-0 down to then just think, hang on, we're fucking Arsenal, mate.
Well,
Let's
look,
start battering this.
that's where I'm going to give
That
Arteta
annoys me.
huge credit, because Dan, you said it to me, and I was like, I don't think we can get a win. Maybe, hopefully, we could end up getting a draw. Me thinking rather 1-1 than 2-2.
Hey, listen, guys, this guy, Mr. Positive Dan, see at half time, he was in a dark place.
I didn't see it. Joe, look, come on, I did a quick half-time stream with you, Dan, and I spoke to Charlie on the phone.
I spoke to you just before, didn't I?
Yeah, and I thought there's no way in hell that we were going to. It's just one of them games. We weren't having chances, weren't doing nothing. And I said, Saka needs to step up. The attackers need to step up, because the defense have been great all season. They're going to have off days here, and they're going to have 1 or 2 off days, which they're entitled to, how well they've been playing, right? And the second half, Dan, you said to me, Arteta's going to have to get into them at half time. And that's clearly what he done, because he definitely got right into them at half time, because we came out like a whole brand new team. And it was the football. Some of the football was
the goals we scored in this game were 2 of the best goals we had all season.
And Trossard,
that Leandro Trossard goal,
that
is easily Arsenal's goal of the match this season.
Trossard is, mate, he is improving all the time, and he's starting to become clutch. And listen, he starts in that 11 now. That is his left wing spot.
Maybe I was right all along about Trossard, Dan, innit? Maybe just a little bit.
Yeah. Listen, look, right now Trossard I thought he played. He could have had 3 assists in that game. He could have had 3 assists.
Boys, I wanted to touch on the City point, on the narratives and everything like this. I think gotta say fair play after defeating Liverpool the way they did in a comprehensive fashion. They definitely deserve the praise that they're getting. But something we need to remember is that everything is always kind of like in the moment. And so in the moment right now, they're looking great because we dropped points and they have won. But let's not forget that we've had a tremendous run of consistency that cannot be forgotten. And I just always am going to feel confident that consistency can be brought back. And think about it this way, right? Dan mentions that they have to play Newcastle in the next game. That's going to be a tough one. I actually think they'll drop points. They dropped points there last year as well. But let's say we go and we beat Spurs and we beat. Let's say we go and we beat Spurs and we beat Chelsea back-to-back weeks. Let's throw a nice win against Munich in the Champions League in the middle. In 3 weeks' time from now, Arsenal are going to be the flavor of the month again. I mean, because we would have sent tremendous statements across everyone. Like that's it. That's it.
That's a lot of ifs, right? Because listen,
but I'm saying that's what's out there for the taking for Arsenal.
But I'm saying the way Thomas Frank sets up, they've got the best away record in the league. If God forbid,
Man United exploited it.
I know, but I'm just saying they've got the best away record in the league, right? And it's a North London derby as well. You know, I fully expect us to win. But if we were to draw that, and then
then we're in trouble.
Any team could lose to Bayern Munich. You lose to Bayern Munich, then you're playing Chelsea away. You know, look, I pinpointed it at the start of the season, and I said wherever we are, as long as we're in the race still at that time. And I said that week could make or break the whole season. It is a humongous week for Arsenal fans to play your North London rivals. You know, City could have cut the gap to 2 points by the time we played them. right?
Yeah.
So we no to 1 point, right? They could, if they win against Newcastle, they could cut it to 1 point. So we will have to win that game, and it's going to be unbelievable.
Here's the thing,
And
though. I think we're going to
after
be at the peak.
Spurs, then it's Bayern Munich, right? And look, who is Gyökeres going to be back for that game? Is Havertz? Is Jesus? We don't know. All these players are meant to be.
We're going to
back.
have full potential.
Are they
That's the
going to be
thing,
back
though.
to start?
But that's the thing, though. I think we're going to have potentially six first team players back for Spurs. I think we're finally going to see an Arsenal side that's fully healthy. We just came back off of a 7-game stretch. We played 3 away games. We had all of our best players out. Remember, a week ago, me and you, Dan, we were sitting here. We were stressing because about Gyökeres, and we were stressing that those injuries were starting to pile up. And that's what this Sunderland game was. Unfortunately, it was just bad time to go away from home after a 7-game stretch where we have had everybody, all the other key players out, and we were literally 3.5 minutes away from picking up the 3 points anyway. So when I see all these players coming back, I'm not sweating that 3-game stretch. I say that we're this good. People had Sunderland had to throw the house at us and still barely came away with the point, despite all of the things that were going on with us. And it was the fatigue that really crept in at the very end. We got all 6 of those players back, and we're going to be at the peak of our powers. Tottenham is not going to know what hit them. Bayern, I'm telling you right now, are not going to know what hit them, and neither are Chelsea, especially Chelsea, because Chelsea's back 4 is all of our backup defenders could start for Chelsea's back 4.
All right, boys, let's do this because we've got to listen to the people in the chat, man. So I know AFC always has just pointed out that we've been missing quite a lot of comments. There are a lot of comments coming through, so we kind of have to pick and choose right now.
Let's go through them.
No, I'm going to do this one because I think this is a really good one. It's a question I would ask Luca, so big up. We'll go Dan, then I'll go, then Anton, then Charles in order of how we are on the screen. So Dan, go with your predictions for Spurs, Chelsea. It's not Villa away, it's Chelsea away. So
yeah, I don't want to be over. I was overconfident against Sunderland, man. I said it was going to be 4-1.
Yeah, I don't know where he's getting that from.
Nah, I had 1-0.
Like you said, they got a good away record.
They got the best away record in the league.
After the last game as well, drawing against Sunderland, how's our confidence going to be? But I think this is the perfect game for us to get back on track. I think we'll win, but I'm going to go 2-1. And if it's not 2-1, Tottenham might get a cheeky draw, man, but I'm going Arsenal 2-1, man.
And then, sorry, no. So he's done Premier League games. All right, that's why he said Villa. Okay, sorry, I was thinking of Bayern Munich. All right, so Spurs at home, then Chelsea away. Villa must be at home, though, right?
No, Villa's away.
Is it? So we've got Chelsea in away, Villa away, back to back. Oh, bruv, I'm shook. Go on, I'm scared, man.
Is Villa really away? I think Villa was at home. I think Villa's at home.
4-0, didn't they?
What? We got two away games straight away.
No, I'm pretty sure Villa's at home. Wait,
Villa must be at home.
Oh, Villa away. You're right. Villa's away.
Fucking hell.
By the way, we played Brentford before that. By the way, so you skipped the game.
Oh, all right. So yeah, let's. He skipped the game.
Chelsea.
It's Tottenham at home, Bayern at home, Chelsea away, Brentford at home, Villa away, Club Brugge away.
All right, we'll do them. The next 4 Premier League. We'll do the next 4. Yeah. No, Brentford's at home in the league, right? So we'll do the next. Who are in great form, by the way. But we'll do the next 4. So because we're all gonna go. So let's just be quite brief on it. But yeah, the 4 games down.
2-1 win Arsenal. Chelsea, I'm going for a draw at Chelsea. I think we drew there last season as well, if I'm correct.
Twice in a row, we?
Yeah.
We drew them twice.
Right. At Chelsea, I think we drawn twice in a row. We
drew Villa away. Is it away, Anton? Yeah, is that confirmed?
Yeah, no, do Brentford at home. Do it in order.
Brentford at home, by the way.
Brentford at home, I think we will. Fucking hell, mate. I think we'll beat Brentford. Don't know. That's not going to give a scoreline. Villa away. Unai Emery. That's a draw, mate.
I'm going to go Spurs 3-0 win. Right back amongst it.
And I just want to point out before you go, Dan, I just want to point out that 7 wins in a row has gone out the window.
Oh, so
he's going to go for 3 wins. He's going for another 4 wins.
I did better than you. No, I'm going Spurs 3-0 at home. Like that's just going to be rocking at the Emirates, innit? And yeah, but we'll just blow them away. I think Saka's going to have a blinder that day. Chelsea, I'm gonna go for a win as well, a narrow win. I'm gonna go for a 1-0 win. Brentford's 2-0. And Villa, I think might be a draw.
What time's the Villa kickoff?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. That matters.
Yeah.
Villa kickoff is early lunchtime.
Right, we'll slap them.
Oh, we slap them. We'll slap them.
We
100%.
slap them early kickoffs. We do
Yeah,
it, mate.
hey, early kickoffs, mate. They get it done. That's 3-0 Arsenal.
It's
So
not
yeah,
under
we
the
get
lights. They're getting slapped.
Hey, Cho, I was gonna say, should we go to it? But we could actually still go to it, because it's not that far. Should we do Villa away?
What,
Is it on a Saturday?
Hours.
It's 2 hours, bro. On the bro, it's an hour on the train, Dan.
Yeah, it's
An
quick.
hour from King's Cross. An hour and 8 minutes, mate. An hour and 3 minutes. It was, isn't it, Cho? It was there.
That area around Villa is a shithole, mate.
Oh, it's a proper shit. We done Villa 2 years in a row, innit?
We done it 1 year. Missed the
we miss it when we lose. We beat them, and then we missed the loss, and then we went and we beat them. But should we do it this year then?
It's December, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be. Let's just do that as a little Christmas drink up.
It is December.
Is that,
Go on,
is that Christmas time?
Get through the predictions.
No,
so
Christmas
can
time. We got Palace on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, the day before Christmas Eve, innit? 23rd.
Charlie, let's get your predictions.
One set. One set.
Go on, let Anton go.
Yeah, go on, let him go.
All right. Okay. With Tottenham, I had 3-0 in my scoreline as well.
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea, I'm a lot more confident about Chelsea. I think that their defense is awful, and I think we're going to exploit it. And I think we're going to win 3-1. I think they actually have a goal in them at the Bridge. Brentford, this is at home, not away. I say 2-0 Arsenal. And Arsenal against Villa, I also say 2-0.
Hey, John, this guy keeps saying AJ. You calling me AJ, my bro? Is that who he's talking about?
I don't know. Someone kept referring to you as AJ as well. I didn't understand
AJ?
either. But go on, Dan. Go through some of the. My table's not like it is where I usually film from, innit? So I've got to
Let's go through your chats.
Go through some of the
AFC
chats.
always. There's now a blue shark following you. Pep was 2-0 up, but still counter-attacked, and they got a third. And then he took Doco off, and game was won. That's the difference between the elite. I did touch on it, AFC always. The difference is Pep was 2-0 up against Liverpool at half-time, and he continued to make attacking substitutions and freshen his lineup. It's going to be an argument about who did Arsenal have to do that. Arteta wouldn't have done that anyway. If we was 2-0 up at home against Liverpool, he's shutting up shop. He's not going for the kill.
All right, but 3 points is 3 points.
I don't think either way is right or wrong.
Yeah.
It all depends if you get the points or not. Because Jose Mourinho's Chelsea done that, right? And they won the league like that, with 95 points and only conceded 15 goals. But yeah, the 15 goals, I think, is out of the window now. Boys, we've got someone joining us, someone new to the show, one of the young Arsenal fans. So I'm going to add him now. Everyone, make sure you go to... Well, let me add him and I'll say all this.
He's in.
You there, Ty? I've added him, but...
Wait, did Charles leave? He's coming back.
I think he's coming back.
Oh.
Hopefully, we're going to see Tyrell in a minute.
Honest, the way you man panic in this fan base, I don't know how you deal with real life. This is not. Listen, this is Arsenal, bro. This is Arsenal. This is not. This is not
Walker. C7 Walker. Who's panicking here? I don't see down this row, this column, any panic.
Yes, this way is panicking.
Mr. Walker. This is Mr. Walker. That's why there ain't no big panic going on, but it is a little bit concerning.
I gotta give credit to everyone, even negative Dan or realist Dan. I don't see any panic in here. I see everyone reacting to this
Big
drop
up,
points with level head. I even see Dan's even being level headed on this. I don't think anybody's panicking, and I'm very proud of all of us because we honestly could panic.
Listen, guys, I'm not getting carried away and saying this and that, but I'm just saying it's just this happened, and now we've got Dan who was.
That's the beauty of this, though. Sometimes you got to fail to be successful, and
but listen,
you learn from mistakes of drop points, and you move on.
Dan was saying last week we're gonna walk it. Now we've drawn. He's saying we've got ourselves a title race on it. How things can change in 1 week of football and one result. And this is what I was trying to say to both of you. Let's not get carried away and say we're gonna walk it. Let's wait.
Again, I still see us 4 points clear. We can easily beat Spurs and they draw to Newcastle and we're back to where we were. So again, did you say a 1 week changes a lot? the next week can change a lot too. So
AJ the mod, you said Xhaka should have been sacked the moment. I feel the same way about that. And even when Dan was talking about Xhaka coming back, he was talking about him in a positive light. I don't rate Xhaka after he done that. Get out of it. And the way he was going on for Sunderland yesterday, there was not even a little element of respect. He was moving like a madman. It's like he wasn't playing against his.
No, but he's a competitor, bro, and that's you. I'd expect nothing less.
Yeah, but I don't see Instagram posts for any other club in the Premier League.
Won't celebrate. He was going mad.
I wouldn't expect anything less, and I think that's what you should do.
Wait, Dan, do you expect any more Instagram posts when they play Chelsea or play Man City?
Say that again.
Say that again.
Do you expect when they play like Man City or Liverpool, they're going to make Instagram posts too? I don't think so.
What, did Man City and Liverpool make Instagram?
No. Instagram post. No one cares about Xhaka's Instagram post anyway.
No, but what you could see from that is that it clearly mattered to him, that he's riling up the fan base because it mattered to him.
Honestly, I've got no problem.
Oh, he's saying AJ in the chat. AJ's in the chat. AJ the mod when you were saying AJ. That's what he's
yeah.
Big up
I'm not sure what's going on with Tyrell. He's trying to jump on, but
Tyrell going on TV raid. What did he give us a raid?
No, bro. I don't think he doesn't do lives in that. I just invited him on, and he said he was going to come on, but I don't know. We can't see him.
He's muted. I'm muted.
Well,
big up Godfrey every time.
We can't see his face, can we?
Come on, Godfrey, love my bro. Is that your guy, Anton?
I know, yeah. He always comments in this chat all the time. So
he's always here, isn't it? Yeah, he's always here showing us love. Make sure everyone you're smashing them likes. Let's check what we're on. We're on 11 likes, but we've had about 20 people in here. So please keep smashing them likes for us, and make sure you help to get us to the big 1,000 and subscribe.
Big up Jordan Hyman. I subscribe to the YouTube. I'm Jordan. Big up Jordan, man. Every Monday we're here without fail. Pre-match we're here as well, man. We appreciate it. If anyone's
Fridays, we've got a new show now. We're going to be doing on Fridays as well. So, guys, get your notifications turned on so you know when we're coming on.
Right, to the Liverpool fans, I promise that I'm going to calm down on my criticism from now on.
Anton, I'm gonna let you answer this question here from AFC Always, because you were the one who said it's down to fatigue. Answer this man for me, please.
Okay, so
one sec, right? He's right as well. Just before,
but we might as well read the comment first. So he says, "Yeah,
John,
right.
15 subs off 100, which is off 900, which is amazing. We didn't even know if we get to 100. So yeah, we're over the moon. But Dan, go get that question back up from AFC Always, and I'm gonna let Anton answer this because he was the one he's directed it to you.
Anton.
Yeah. So look,
he's a lawyer as well. Yeah.
I'm a lawyer, so I definitely am. Actually, could be a lawyer. I'm Jewish, so you know, we're all of us are lawyers. So what I would say to this question is that we do have amazing squad depth, but it wasn't available against Sunderland. So if you saw the bench that we
signed for, Anton.
Look, I said this off camera to you, and we said this after we were done.
I'm not saying Declan Rice. I'm saying if you wanted to do something, there was options there.
Okay, so this is what. So I'll be purely honest as hell, because we mentioned this after we were done with the match reaction. We were sitting off camera, and this is exactly what I said. And Dan was there. We were talking about this afterwards. The criticism I would have had of Arteta. So the issue is that people had the criticism of Arteta taking off Eze and bringing on Mosquera, which I think wasn't a bad substitution.
Sorry, Taro, we can hear you, but we can't see you, bro. So I'm not sure what you.
Yeah, no, bro. My some reason my internet's moving mad, so I just had to join on my phone.
You can join on your phone, and we can still see you. You know,
you can still turn on your camera.
Yeah, I know. There we go.
Yes, Tyrell.
Let Anton finish what he was saying. And just so you know, Tyrell, can you see the question what this gentleman has asked him? AFC Always.
Yeah.
So that's what he's answering, because Anton thinks that the slip of 2 points was down to fatigue. So go on, Anton, answer the question.
Okay, so where Arteta made a mistake, Arteta did make a mistake, but it wasn't the substitution everybody thought it was. It was that defense, clearly, as the warning signs were there for the last 10 minutes or so of the game, that the defense clearly was lagging, was tired. And the one place where we did have squad depth, he didn't utilize it. He had Mosquera, who he brought on later on, but for Eze. He could have brought on Kepier. He could have brought on Lewis Skelly. He could have brought on Ben White, I believe. Was Ben White also on the bench? So he could have refreshed the defense. The defense has showed you over the past weeks that secondary back four is good enough and won't fall off the pace. So you got to trust in that secondary back four to have a little bit more legs and a little bit more energy to preserve that lead, especially in the final 10 minutes. And he probably could have taken off either Saliba or Gabriel. As much as on paper that sounds like suicide, you could tell that those players were tiring, that all of a sudden they were doing things in that last 10 minutes.
It's easy to say that though, isn't it? But
no, but so that's what I'm saying. But for the rest of the squad depth, though, so when people say, "Oh, attacking switches," like Dan brought up Ethan, or could have brought on Ethan, or people were asking, "Oh, why didn't you bring on any more attackers?" The attackers just weren't there. Gyökeres wasn't there, Madueke wasn't there, Martinelli wasn't there, Odegaard wasn't there.
And it is true though, because if Madueke is fit, he comes on that game. If Martinelli's fit, he 100% comes on, and he fucking tracks back.
I'm trying to get a grips of where you see Ethan Nwaneri in this team. What the fuck is he now then?
I think it's going to be.
He can't come on anywhere. So what is he now? What is Nwaneri? Please explain it to me. What is he?
Well, when Nwaneri does go missing in games, Nwaneri had a chance against. Who did we play in the Champions League again?
Yeah, he was poor in that game. Norgard and Nwaneri were our two worst players against Slavia Prague.
That played poor, but it doesn't mean he can't come on and get us up the pitch a bit, for God's sake. What's he on the bench for?
Yeah, look. I think he could have come on. Him and Skelly, I think, could have came on. But I'm sure Arteta's thinking all of these same things himself, and is probably questioning himself. But like I said, if we don't concede the goal, no one's questioning nothing. So. Yeah, I mean, if this becomes a persistent pattern throughout the season, then I think there's big question marks, and we'll come to that.
Again, it's one draw.
Hopefully, we don't come to that.
I know it feels like one, but it was still a draw.
I know, but I'm saying the manner. If we are 2-0 up or 2-1 up again in the game, and we sit back and we don't make productive changes and we concede, then if it becomes a pattern, then it's going to be a problem.
At the same time, you have to look at other parts of this, right? Like. Saka instead of taking the ball to the corner flag, started chasing a third and lost the ball, and then they came back at us. So we weren't necessarily our full controlled self. The midfield.
Declan Rice went for the worldie. As much as when I first saw it, I thought, mate, that might go in. Once I saw it wasn't going, and I was like, why'd you do that, man? Keep the ball.
So there's a lot of other parts to this.
It was a hectic game, but look, we've got Tyrell on here, so I'm not sure if he's got long. Tyrell, how old are you again, my bro?
19, bro.
Yeah, so like he's a young Arsenal fan, so I really wanted to. So thanks for coming on, because I like to, all of us are kind of the same sort of age, so I like to get the opinions of younger players. So just on Arsenal v Sunderland, just give us your recap of the game and how you think we did and what went wrong, sort of thing, and just how much of a big blow is it for us? I'm going to add also David Speaks Football. We'll come to him straight after Tyrell. Go on, Tyrell, my bro.
Big Dave.
Yeah, so the way how we started the game, right, I can't lie. I said it on my channel because I was doing a watch-along for the game, innit? And I can't lie. Sunderland, because I called this in the summer, and people called me negative, and I don't know what I'm talking about. I told people about Sunderland in the summer. The signings that they made, Xhaka, experience, leader in their team. Who else did they sign? Adingra. They brought in so many of these players, and I told people about Sunderland, right? And I called it as well.
They spent 160 million pound, and everyone says that Arsenal spent 700 million prior to this season. That's 125 a season.
They needed to spend that. Will they spend that next season? Or they won't.
Let's see.
So they signed like 11 new players, if I'm correct. I'm pretty sure, like it was 11 or 12, something like that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but anyway, like from minute one, they were just onto us. Like Sunderland, I know in the first half, we had a lot of the ball and stuff like that. But Sunderland, the way how they were just pressing us, was just mad and stuff like that.
Crazy.
And,
Do you see it as 2 points dropped, or is it a point gained, or how do you see it? How much of a blow is it, or is it just, you know what, we take the point and we move on, or is it a massive 2 points dropped? How do you feel considering City went and won 2-0, 3-0 against Liverpool the next day, and there's only 4 points in it now?
No, that City and Liverpool game annoyed me. Like it was funny to see Liverpool get battered, but and I was hoping for a draw. I was literally doing a hate along on my channel as well, and that failed. So yeah, but generally, like the thing is, right. I was annoyed. I was vexed, yeah, when we blew away that 2-1. Because when we made the comeback, I was saying to myself, all right, cool. We see what we do. We've done this before. Yeah, we got a strong defense. Let's see if we can hold on now. Yeah. And I don't know what David Raya was doing coming out, because I was saying it as well on one of my I was talking to one of my boys about it the next day, right? And I said to him the same thing as well. Yeah, if David Raya didn't come out for that, yeah, because I know Gabriel was getting out muscled, yeah. But David Raya should never came out. I think if David Raya stayed in goal, he probably would have saved it. That's what I think.
He would have. He would have. I agree. I'm going to read this out from AFC Always, right? AFC.
Yeah,
let me add Dave. Let me add Dave first.
Wait until his camera's on, because his camera's not showing up. That
Is it? All right, cool. Well,
yeah.
Just wait for him. Go on.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm going to read this from AFC Always. So look, I wanted to touch on this, and I wanted to see what. That's why I wanted David to be in the chat as well, because I know what David. Oh, he's here. Is he there?
David.
For some reason, well, it's only just his cartoon.
I want to see that
up.
beard. Where's the beard?
Is that him, or is he just gone still? I can't tell.
No, he's there. He's
There
there.
he is. Here he is.
All right,
He's not even in his car this time. He's back in the studio.
So yeah, studio. That's how good David's. That's in his house, bro. But he's got it looking sick.
Lagging.
So the question is, Odegaard has been poor. He said AFC Always says Odegaard has been poor, but his manager continues to play him. Let's not do this. Now, for me, I miss Martin Odegaard, and I think Eze has shown us just how good Martin Odegaard is. And I think Odegaard's levels that we're used to, because he was like unbelievable a few seasons ago, because he wasn't just playing well, he was scoring goals with it. And everyone looks at stats now. It's a very stats-based game. But Odegaard is the man that makes us tick. He's the man that starts the press. So even if he's not having a good game by scoring or assisting, everything else he's doing really well. And for me, Eze has not done good enough since he signed for Arsenal.
Eze ain't done enough. He had his chance.
He's had a few moments. All right, I'm looking forward to it. Everyone, go and check Taro's channel out as well, bro.
But I did this as well. I thought when we signed Eze, I thought we were going to get the signing from Palace, but he hasn't really been performing that much on a high level.
This is what happens when you go to another team that's, at Palace, he was the main man. Just like Isaac's a similar situation. Isaac, everything was played through him at Newcastle. Now he's in a team with a load of stars. It's not quite working so well. But for me, I actually cannot wait now for that. And I was on the fence about whether I'd bring him back in or not. But now I'm thinking, what?
Now, I'll be honest. I'm looking forward to seeing Odegaard.
I don't understand though what we're saying about let's not start Odegaard or let's not play Odegaard. Like, what is this logic? I think
what he's saying is that
well, considering we had won 8 games, we had won 10 games in a row, Anton. That was the thinking. So would you want to change a team that's won 10 games?
Well, I think maybe that is maybe where it's good. Sometimes you got to drop points and it can be beneficial to you. Sometimes you can learn.
Look, we are
change and try different
going forward. There's no doubt in my mind that we're going to become better with Odegaard. I'm sure Saka misses Odegaard. These players. Touching on Saka, I thought he had a terrible first half, and I was really like, I'm beginning to lose patience with him, because I was like, you know what? Saka gets a pass a lot from Arsenal fans, and that was it. It was the final straw for me that first half. I said, you need to do something. You're supposed to be. You've got the captain armband on. You're supposed to be the leader. You're the poster boy of Arsenal. You need to do something.
He definitely responded to that call, though, my friend.
He responded to that. The goal. He was actually got quite fortunate that Marino won it, and then he had loads of space and a great finish. But even after that, he was phenomenal. He did not stop running. How that what was his name? Gordinho or something? How he didn't get sent off? Garuda. I will never know. Saka was phenomenal. Trossard was brilliant. And if they have Gyökeres with them instead of a stiff.
Back to Tyro's point on Sunderland, I just looked it up. They made 14 signings this summer. Xhaka, Gutrida, Mandava, Brobbey, Mukiele, Alderete, Lefay, Diarra, Adingra, Traore, Siddiqui, Talibi, Masuaku, and Roofs. That's 14 signings they made this summer.
Back to that one, AJ Lamont. I don't know if that's true or not, but that was Saka's first open play away goal in 18 months. Is that a fact?
I don't know about these. Some of these stats are not real, so I don't know where he's seen that.
There's no way that's a real stat. If
No,
that's
I
a
don't
real
think that's a real
stat,
stat. I don't think
there's
that's
no
a real
way.
stat. That means, you
That
know,
can't be right. It don't sound right to me.
Yeah,
I
don't
don't think
sound
that's
right
right.
to me either. Where you getting your
I'm
stats
tr-
and
Yeah.
facts from AJ the mod, man?
Yeah, it's not 18. No way is that true. Trying to think last season
Nah.
who scored
Odegaard
against
and
what?
Gyökeres clicking is very important for the winter run. Let's just
Oh,
hope.
David's here now. One sec. I think he's ready now. Let's get him in.
There he is. Oh, it's going.
Yo, can
Fuck
you
you know, we got there, Dave.
We got there. We got there in the end.
You
Dave,
know
look,
what?
look. No,
Go
go
on.
on. No, because I'm going to ask you now, obviously, as Arsenal fans. Everyone, go and check out David Speaks Football. Go and subscribe to his channel. Best Man United content
I
creator
would
out
not
there.
lie to you. I think it might be a trick at AJ the mod.
So I just want to ask you
He is
your opinion on
undisputedly the best Man United content creator. Although that doesn't spew that
100%.
bullshit everybody else does.
in
He's
over
got a
this
great
weekend.
point about signing a midfielder instead of Sesko, by the way. Best point I've seen all
exactly.
year.
Thank you, good man.
Throughout this weekend, obviously Arsenal have drop points, and Man City have thrashed Liverpool. Thrashed Liverpool 3-0. What do you think that does for the title race?
Oh, mate. You guys are under pressure already. I can see you guys folding. ASAP. It's in my prayers that you guys fold ASAP. I know you can feel it as well, positive Dan.
So you'd
I
rather
can
City? You'd rather City win the league
He's
than
already
Arsenal?
he's already said it. He's gone from
Mate.
we're gonna walk it till I'm not sure now. We're in a title race
Oh
now.
my
Yeah,
God.
I could see it.
No, I think
I could
that's
see
two
it in his
different
demeanor.
things, though. Just
No,
saying we're in
I
a
still-
title race, not saying that we're
Yeah.
going to fold.
Yeah,
You're just saying, all right, City, you show up to the party. That's all he's saying.
We're gonna win the league. I just think now there's a clearly look. You can't. The table doesn't lie. There's 4 points in it. We still have to go to City. They play Newcastle 5:30 on Saturday. We play Tottenham. The race is on. The race is
What
on.
year was it? What year was it? What were you like? Was it 8
8
points clear or
We were
something like that?
We were 8 points clear with the youngest team in the league, and we still had to play City twice.
They had 2 games in
22,
hand, by the way. So it was really 2. It was 8 games
22,
disguised as
23
2. So
No, it was 8 points, but they had a game in hand, and they had to play us twice. So it was always in their hands. That's the thing that people like to forget.
Mate, the truth is, it's early days, isn't it? It's early days all round, and this proves it. And I mean, what is there, like 2 points between not first? You
But I'm
guys are
saying,
ahead.
do you think Liverpool are out of it now, or are they still in it?
I think if you've lost 5 games in the season, I mean, they
lost 4 games all season. They've already lost more this year
it's
than they
5.
did last
Isn't it
season.
5? Isn't it 5?
But they
I think they've lost
still,
5.
they are only 8
Yeah.
points behind us.
Last season, they lost 4. This season, they've already, after 11 games, think about it, 11
They got
games, they
Forest
lost
after the
almost
break,
50%
so,
of their games.
But
How is that
think,
a title
look,
challenger?
I think if had Arsenal won, I would have said Liverpool are out of it. I don't think we can say they're fully out of it while they're only 8
10.
I mean,
How is the team that's lost 50% of their games? How are we still? If any other team not named Liverpool had that same amount of record after 11 games, we would not call them title challengers.
But
They've lost 5 from 11.
You can't just say that, because if Arsenal lose and Man City lose, not saying it's going to happen, I don't think it will, and Liverpool win, they're now 5 points off the top. Yeah, it's too early for us to be making statements. It's too early.
They don't look great though. They don't look great.
Yeah, based on what I've seen, I don't think they are in a title race.
I ain't seen Man City move to them like that in a minute, bruv. Like in a long time, innit? Maybe I'm wrong, but I watched the game.
Just by the way,
I
they
ain't
should have
seen
beaten
I
Liverpool
told people
be
at the start
played.
of the season, watch out for Man City. I told everyone about this as well. You can go back and watch my videos in the summer. I told everyone about Man City.
Guys, we're way too early on this whole. I told you guys about Man City. They're having their good week. Calm down. We've only lost 1 game all season. We've lost 1 game all season.
I'm talking about Arsenal winning the Premier League as well.
Yeah, we still are winning the Premier League, bro.
It's still early for everything, man.
I stand by it. I
It's
said
too early
before
to
the
say that
season
we're going to
even
win the
freaking
Prem. I
started,
can't
we
lie.
were winning the Premier League. I said it. The league was over before we even kicked the football.
No, but look, Tyrell, what I'll say to that, what I'll say to that
league.
is people get annoyed that you say you think your team's going to win the league, right? But at the start of the year, Gary Neville, Jamie Carroll got all of them do their predictions. Most of them have said,
Yeah, I know.
Right.
So you're allowed to have a prediction. Your prediction doesn't have to be right. I think Arsenal were going to win the league. It looked like we were going to maybe walk away with it. Now there's a title race. Your opinion can change as things go on. And if City end up going above us by February, I'll say we fucked it. You know what I mean? And until then, I still think we're going to win the league. I'm not panicking.
Fucked it because it's still too early. If they're 3 points above us in February, You can't write us off.
No, it won't be
The only-
over, but
the-
you'll
The
get
only
that
thing that just
sinking
annoys
feeling,
me
won't
is
you?
that people are already crowning City as if they're above us. I told you that City would be.
Yeah.
It's like we're still 4 points clear of them. Like we go slap up Tottenham and Chelsea, and all of a sudden, Arsenal people are like, "Fuck, who's going to stop Arsenal now?" Like David, how would you feel
But
if after
David,
this Arsenal went? I want to ask David, right?
Oh.
Because I know David, as much as he hates us, has a really good ability to be objective, right? Let's say City drop the draw against Newcastle, and let's say that Arsenal win against Spurs and Chelsea back to back. How are you feeling after that?
That's
about
a
Arsenal?
That's a massive message, right? And City are more. I would say City are more likely to drop points than Arsenal on what we've seen so far. Even though City are City, you just don't know, right? They haven't been the City of old. Let's be honest, right? They could easily drop points. I would put more money on City dropping points than Arsenal at the moment. That's me being objective, right?
There you go.
And
That's
if
the
Haaland was
truth.
to get injured, boy.
Yeah, I know, but if Rice was to get injured, mate, you know.
Yeah.
I
It-
gave you that little secret, didn't I, David? Huh?
But you know, it's the truth, though, right? But listen, I mean, we've seen this before. We've seen City catch you before. So, if I was an Arsenal fan, I would be nervous. But you're in the best position, so far that it's ever happened. You're in the best position now. When City's caught you before, you've not been this good. That's the truth, right? I think we all agree on that.
And remember,
been this
2 weeks
strong, yeah.
ago, before we played Palace and they played Villa, we were 3 points clear of Man City. So over 2 weeks, we've actually extended that by 1 point. So
Yeah.
why are we panicking now when it's 4? When we weren't panicking when it was 3? Dan was on this podcast saying we're running away with the league when it was 3. So we're just reacting to a bad weekend.
It's been a hard weekend for Dan, man. Seriously,
It has, bro.
He-
I'm just trying to bring everything back into perspective for everybody, right? It's like
What's
You
this?
know what it is?
Sack 'em.
Yeah, but listen, Anton, when you watch a team, whether we were 3 points above City or not, they were not playing well. They were not playing great. They were relying on Haaland. That performance against Liverpool was superior. They dominated them in every
agree.
aspect of the game. And
But
Pep
that's why-
Guardiola had that little glint in his eye, and I've seen it before. I saw blue everywhere, and I nearly started having a panic attack.
Yeah,
mate,
but to give you some
it is scary
perspective,
stuff.
Manchester United beat Liverpool a few weeks ago.
yeah.
So everyone
Liverpool are
just
that
needs.
bad. So I
But
keep
let-
saying,
Liverpool
is not the marker. If we play
but-
Liverpool,
but
now,
like-
I hate
like-
the fact we
like
play
Like
when
you
we
said,
do.
they hit the post about a million times. Like you keep saying, Liverpool didn't have a sniff against Man City.
Yeah,
They
true.
You know what I mean?
Although,
Yeah, no,
to
they
be
got
honest,
played
that
off the park.
1-1,
But
at
that's
that
how
1-1,
bad they are, right?
if Robbo,
Although,
they
yeah,
can get caught for that.
they are very lucky because I don't know that for me that should have been a goal. I don't know what you guys.
I thought it
think.
was a
The
goal
Van
too.
Dijk one.
That rule
Oh,
about the player gets in the way of the goalkeeper's line. I have never liked that rule. I've never liked it.
Kevin Walker, he said their defensive record, they've only conceded 3 more goals than us, Man City. They're on the same goal difference. They've scored 3 more and conceded 3 less. Their
Which is still
defensive
6
record
plus
ain't bad.
6 in the Arsenal category, though.
As much as people want to keep saying they're not the same defense,
it's
they've
0,
only
sorry.
conceded 8 goals. They ain't been
And
bad.
listen, when they look, the 2 centre backs are as good as any in the league. Let's be real. Got bar maybe Arsenal, but it's close as well because John Stones. Let's have it right. He does not get rated the way he should be. I know he has injuries, but he's world class. And that Garvidal is a top centre back. Diaz is still there, right?
As well, he hasn't even been playing. He's been playing O'Reilly.
No, he's been playing centre back.
Always.
He's been playing left
Much
centre
love
back.
to you because you're here every single day. But what's delusional about being confident about a team that's 4 points clear at the top of the league?
He's saying any Arsenal fan ain't concerned about Man City. So you're saying you're not concerned about Man City?
At this moment in time, I will say this is my honest opinion, right? And I wrote it yesterday in the group. When I saw that performance yesterday against Liverpool, I said, title race is on. I hate to say it because I said it was over. The title race is on. That is as far as I'm going to go, though. Does not mean that I'm worried about them.
Concern.
I still
That
feel confident that we will still end up winning this title. I'm just giving them a little bit of respect and that they deserve applause and they deserve the plaudits for that performance because if we did the same thing, I would want people to give that to us. But at the end of the day, I'm not worried about them catching us. I still have
And I think
confidence
with
in
Man
this
City,
team.
their
Nothing to
next
do with them, because in order for them to go above us, we're gonna have to slip up not once but twice. So
I
as
think
long
Man
as we
City's
go
hardest
back and
thing,
we
man,
bounce back and we win the games we need, I'm focused on us. All right.
Man
If we
City's
start
hardest
start
game is
dropping off on a
where you've
permanent
got a
basis,
nice
then
run
I will
coming.
worry about them. From that right now, they can win
Dan,
every
Dan,
game this
Dan,
season. As long as
Dan,
we win all our games,
Dan,
it
I
doesn't matter.
was looking at it as well, Dan, man. They got some
They
favourable
got some
fixtures,
easy
man.
games, not easy games, but it's looking like a decent run they've got
And,
coming up.
we've got some tough ones, to be fair.
Yeah, you
Spurs,
do, mate.
Bayern, Chelsea, next 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What is
exactly.
it? What is it?
9
What's your
points.
next three? What's your next three?
Spurs at
Bayern,
home,
Chelsea.
Bayern
Spurs at
Munich.
home, Bayern at home, and Chelsea away.
But
Yeah, 9 points.
what's up? Forget the Bayern game, but after
Yeah.
Chelsea, who have you got?
Brentford.
Brentford at
Brentford
home,
at
but
home.
But David,
Villa away,
look at
Villa
that.
away.
Brentford are a different team. They're Jekyll and Hyde, home and away. They're away from home. They're not the same as that. We're lucky we don't have to play them at the G Tech, right? We're
Oh,
playing
yeah.
them at the Emirates.
Yeah, when they're at home, they're on
what-
smoke.
Where's the Spurs?
Yeah.
Where's the Spurs game? Where's the Spurs game?
Oh,
That's at the Emirates.
Emirates.
And what's do you guys know what the scores have been the last few years at the Emirates against Spurs? Has it been?
Oh,
Have you guys won every?
Like
Always.
2-1,
There was one draw in there, but our record at the Emirates
they
against
haven't beaten us since 2010, Dave.
they've only won one game at the Emirates ever and 2 draws. The rest are all losses.
After they beaten us there.
I think it's 18 wins for Arsenal, 2 draws and 1 Tottenham win.
But I'm always confident against Spurs.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's
I'm
a
not worried
perfect
about
game
them.
for us.
I think we'll
Perfect
beat
game
them.
for us. And we're going to have half our squad back. So
But again,
we're going to have.
they could draw to
Chelsea's
Newcastle.
not
We
a
beat Spurs,
walkover.
and it's back to 6.
Chelsea will be back up for that game. They think they're in the title race, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Chelsea think they're in the title race.
Yeah, I'm
Do you
not
see?
saying-
You think
100%,
I'm
they'll be
delusional?
bang
Listen
up
to
for that
Chelsea fans speak. Oh, title race back. They see us draw to Sunderland. Title
They're not
race
good enough
back
for a
on.
title race.
When
They're
was
not good
title
enough.
race on?
No way.
Your defense is
They would-
terrible.
They're not good enough.
They have 0% chance of winning the league title. 0.
We haven't even spoken about Chelsea on this platform
Club
until
World
right
Cup hype,
now
that's
in
what it
all
is.
the shows.
We don't need to speak
Yeah.
about Chelsea.
Right. That's exactly
Chelsea,
my point.
they're little bros right now, Chelsea. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I think obviously we can only speak about now, right? But I think we all know from experience where it matters is around Christmas time when all them fixtures are happening. That's when it takes shape, innit? And that's when you know, like, what's
That's what I've
happening.
been saying to these man up top.
And
man,
look,
slow down, let's just
But
wait.
look, listen to right. Expected to come back after the international break or even a week after, but very soon, Odegaard, who I think this is what I wanted to ask you about Odegaard actually, Dave, because I want him. There's been questions whether him should come back in the team or not. Should he take Eze's place? For me, he has to come in back into that
He's
team.
not done enough, Dan. He slipped straight
Yeah.
back in.
What do you think on that, David?
Well, yeah, there's been talk in it that people are not really feeling the way Eze's been playing and he's not been performing. And
Yeah,
they've been talking about him since that last game you drew, right? Which is, it's so funny. Like I'm here talking about Sesko and now I think he's a lamppost. And I get stick, but you give Eze a bit of stick, and it's okay. It's a weird one, really, mate. I think Odegaard. I think Odegaard. I think if you have Odegaard at his best and Eze at his best, I think.
Come on.
I still think I pick Odegaard. You know.
Yeah, I would too.
They
But
did
I'll put
a
Eze
thing
on the
with,
left.
I put it on my Instagram story. They did a thing with Desai, like players who are world class and not.
I saw that. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously he said Bruno wasn't and Odegaard was, but
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I just think Odegaard. I think seeing Eze play now this run of games, who everyone would have been saying, it's kind of made me realize just how good Odegaard is. And sometimes because someone's got such high standards, if they don't but in this stat-based world, it's if you don't score assist, he's not good. But what Odegaard does on a football pitch, in linking up play,
Think
in
about how
pressing, and
dangerous
all of that, honestly,
I think on his day,
Dan.
I mean, Gyökeres will prefer, in my opinion, if he had to pick,
yeah,
to play with Odegaard. Let's be honest, innit?
Yeah.
I think
'cause he
Eze's
drops
got,
those balls into the
Eze's got
spaces.
more of an eye for goal than he does for an assist, even though he's played some excellent balls since he's been at Arsenal. He has. But I think Gyökeres is way better at Odegaard is way better at finding.
Think about how
players.
frightening this will be when, and I think this is the lineup Tottenham's facing, right? Odegaard, Eze, Saka on each side, and Gyökeres up front. Like we still have yet to see this line up together And Eze is only going to benefit from that because Eze is going
And
to do
look,
bits.
to be honest,
with Odegaard.
I think he's played.
Arteta. Is it
But
ahead
Anton, I don't think Eze will start in our first 11 because no one takes Trossard's place on that left right now.
No, Eze takes Trossard. Okay.
No,
Trossard's been playing very, very well.
No way.
But again, eventually, I think
Trossard's been our best attacker this year, mate.
Bossard.
Yes.
Bossard's been on job.
I don't necessarily know if I agree with that. I think Saka's still been.
And you know
best
what
attacker.
his thing has been? He's had a consistent run of games. Every Premier League games he's been in that starting lineup, and I think that has benefited him with his confidence. And now we're seeing it. Assist.
What you man saying in regards to Saka? He needs to start chipping in a bit, no?
I mean, look, he scored a great goal on the weekend. I think Saka's
great
been
for the first half, and I think
scored as well.
Saka was not good.
He's ticking along nicely.
He's getting second half.
He's getting GA in every single.
Back to his best in that second half. Phenomenal performance second half.
Yeah,
you're a funny man, you know.
At last, yeah.
Do you know what though? It's funny. It's funny you said that. My mate said ever since he's had that baby, he's gone off form. He goes, I thought
I've actually figured out the Odegaard excuse.
Let Odegaard sleep.
I've actually figured out the Odegaard excuse, by the way.
And he's not performing, then we can actually change him and put Eze in there. There's options. So
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Once everyone's fit, it's going to be a bit of a headache for Arteta, man.
Anton, what's the theory?
All right, so Roy Talks Football. I got to big him up because me and Cal were talking about this last week on my podcast, and we played the clip. I don't have the controls here, so I can't play the clip. But he basically described the Slavia Prague performance, and people were asking what was wrong with Ethan, what was wrong with Ethan, and then when Eze came in, he also didn't impact the game either, and it's got to do with Mikel Merino playing in that position. What Mikel Merino does well is he obviously is good at playing the one pass but he doesn't run in behind, doesn't create space. In fact, he drops deep and he occupies the space of the number 10. So one of the reasons why Ethan was struggling is because he couldn't be playing balls in behind to a striker, let's say a Gyökeres, if he was available. I think Ethan had a lot of better space. Gyökeres is currently running forward, which allows the 10 that space to operate in and play off of Saka and play off of a Gyökeres. And what was going on as well is Eze was having the same struggles. That makes me think, bringing him all the way back to last year, Odegaard playing in that same position with Merino up top must have been having the same issues. And it was 100%. Evident to see. I think that maybe Odegaard.
Listen, me and you, Anton, both said we were worried as soon as Gyökeres was out. Now, listen, the whole thing of Mikel Merino, it got overglazed last year because he scored 2 against a terrible Leicester side that were just shocking, right? And he scored against Real Madrid. He scored against Real Madrid when we were already 2-0 up from 2 world-class free kicks. The whole Emirates was buzzing and we was having our moment. Against PSG, he was awful, right? There were a lot of games that people forget. You know, it's not his fault. He's not a striker. But when we played against Bournemouth and we lost 2-1 at the Emirates, there was a lot of games we drew last year. And, you know, every now and then he'd pop up with a goal. But throughout the game, he was doing nothing. He's stiff. He's a midfielder. He is not a striker. Never been a striker in all 28 years of his career or whatever it is. And then, you know, he's played there for the first time at 28 last year. All right. He's okay if, you know, for maybe 1 or 2 games, you might get away with it. But the point I'm making is that I knew we'd miss Gyökeres because he does what strikers do.
Do you want to know? We're here with the other crazy part about where we miss
Gyökeres don't just score goals because Haaland scores all these goals, but he runs the fucking channels. He does not stop running his bollocks off. And Mikel Merino just doesn't have that in him. And Gyökeres is a big miss.
Gyökeres missing, though, by the way, is the Ballard goal never happens if Gyökeres is playing because you realize where that comes from. That is listen. Oh, stop it, Anton. Let me land on my point. Let me land on my point.
Never happens if Gyökeres is. What are you talking about?
Let me land on my point.
He does defend from set pieces quite well, though.
No, but it's not just defending from set pieces. That free kick happens from a Zubimendi foul, which is in their own half, right? In general, I think
Zubimendi needs to stop giving them fouls away, though, because who else did he do it?
Oh, like Xhaka made a foul that earlier,
Newcastle.
And that wasn't.
You know what? Listen, Craig Pawson. Was the worst refereeing performance I've seen all season. Oh my God.
Yeah, but the thing, right, they don't have the confidence to throw their defenders all the way up the pitch if they have to be worrying about Gyökeres hitting them on the break and his ability on the break. They have no worry about Mikel Merino. So they're like, let's commit both
Hey,
of our
boys,
center backs to this attack.
love beyond. I gotta shoot. I gotta go.
All right, go on, my bro. Thanks for coming on. Yeah,
Good.
love
Yeah,
you,
love, bro.
Hey,
Yeah,
make sure
love,
you
boys,
guys
love.
subscribe to Tyrell Gunner TV each and every
Yes.
time, man. I appreciate
Tyrell
you coming.
Gunner
Come on,
TV. Go and subscribe, man. Love, my bro. Thank
Yeah,
you for
love,
coming
love.
on.
Yeah, love, bro. Yeah, have a good show, boys. Love.
Yes.
Sweet, bro.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I just
don't know,
don't
lads.
think that they commit the defenders to attack and feel confident throwing him into the box like that if they have to worry about Gyökeres hitting him in the other direction.
Dave,
Yeah,
Manchester United. Let's get some thoughts on Manchester United, because crazy game with Spurs. Obviously, you went 1-0 up. Look, if you would have won that game, that would have been what, 9-10 points out of 12. Mate, that would have been a fantastic win. You must have felt like you were gonna win. Obviously, then it goes 1-1, and then it goes, you're losing 2-1, and your video is probably going to be a lot different. And then of course you get the last second equalizer. How do you feel about Manchester United and Ruben Amorim right now? What's your thoughts now?
It's hard for me to process it because we were awful. Not
Mm.
as in before these 5 games, we were awful, right?
Yes.
And I guess I was dreaming a little bit, thinking we would go from awful to good, if that makes sense. But we've gone
Yeah.
from awful to mediocre. That's what we are, right? But that's hard to accept. But that's the realistic
It's
path.
still a
isn't
step
it?
up, though, Dave.
Exactly. That's the realistic path. I just thought we won 3 games in a row. Like, let's keep going. And I don't know what I was thinking. You know, you get carried away.
Dave, wait till your team wins 10 games in a row and you think you're just going to
Well,
win the fucking quad. Yeah,
yeah,
this is what
exactly.
happens.
But
Oh,
I get
football
it. I
fans.
get it. I
Yeah.
get it. But the truth is, we're still mediocre, man. But we would have lost that game last year. We would have lost the Forest game last year. So we're progressing in the right direction. But I'm just worried we could progress the other way very quickly too. I don't have enough trust in this manager. Sesko, I heard Dan's point on the 6-sided today. You said the exact things I would have said, Dan. That was brilliant what you said on there. Terry doesn't agree with it, but Sesko's
What did
not
he say?
shown. Dan just said straight up, like, I've not seen anything from Sesko that's shown me that he's going to bring anything.
I have to agree. You guys all know what I thought of Sesko.
1000%.
Maybe this is why you don't watch YouTube videos, and go by that, because people told me that he was not good. My friends that watch Bundesliga said, Dan, trust me, he's not that guy.
Yeah.
And I saw clips and thought 6'5", fast. He could suit our system perfectly with the corners, with
I
the
wish
height.
KJ was watching this.
I'm glad now looking at him. I have to be honest as well. Me and you, Dave, was on straight facts, and I think LB just goes against anything people say. And obviously, you said he was like a lampo, and then he was like, he thinks he's done quite all right. I have to agree.
To be honest, he was shocked with.
Yeah, for someone who's 6'5", he just doesn't have that presence, does he?
He doesn't.
Boys, by the way,
strong
stand your ground this week. I bet for you, Dan. Whether the LB, he's coming for your neck this week.
Listen, look, LB didn't come on straight facts when they lost to Villa. I'll be here showing up. And I'll be ready as well. Don't you worry about that. But go on, Dave.
Oh, I know. I have full confidence in you.
But Dan also said that what he's seen from Xerxes, he's got more faith. Like Xerxes on a level he can nutmeg a man, play a 1-2, and play someone through. Like, he's shown bits. You get me? He's shown things. I know it's early days for Sesko, but bro, I know this is professional football. But even if all 4 of us went to play football, and we saw another 4 people playing football, you can tell straight away who's a baller and who's not, innit? And I feel like even on a professional level, you can see straight away, Sesko just doesn't look like anything. But it's early days.
One thing you do, Dave, and I used to do this back in the day with Arsenal, suddenly a player that you wanted to goes and someone else comes in and they're not better or they're not worse. And you kind of say, you know what, maybe we should have kept this person or that person. Because you said it about Anthony, which I think is way off, comparing that Ahmad to him. I think that was a heat of a moment thing. I don't know. Only you can say. But with the Xerxes thing, was he not frustrating you last year like this as well, though?
How
how many goals did he get last year?
He got
in the whole
hardly any
season.
goals. He got hardly any goals, but his link-up play and the way he plays football, I like. And so much so, you could go back on my videos in the summer, and I've said the player to watch this year is Xerxes. I
Okay,
said that
fair
I
enough.
said that 4 months ago. So
Mhm.
I'm not coming out of the blue saying
Where
Xerxes.
did he go? Where did you sell him to?
Tell who to?
To
No, he's still
Xerxes.
there.
He's still there. Oh
No,
yeah, what? He
Yeah,
never just, what? He just never gets.
Fucking-
Wait.
He's still there. I don't think Amarin fancies him though, Dave.
What? He never gets to come.
No.
Oh no, it was Hoyland you sold to Napoli. Sorry, yeah.
Hoyland.
So-
Yeah,
so-
so
Hoyland.
yeah, he's still
No.
there, and still Mason
So
Mount starts up front.
Xerxes
That's
just
weird.
on the bench and never comes on.
Yeah, he's been injured quite a bit,
Oh,
right?
right,
And
yeah.
that plays a part too, but he never comes on. Yeah, we've signed Sesko, and when you spend 70 million on someone, you've got to play him, innit? That's just how it works. But I'm not here shouting off the rooftops to say, play Xerxes, play Xerxes. The point I made on Straight Facts is I don't see Sesko being any better than Xerxes. And am I wrong, guys? I don't think I'm
No,
wrong.
you're not wrong.
Well, that's it. I'm not shouting
But
from the rooftops.
This
play
is what
Xerxes.
annoys me about the Xerxes thing, David. This is why I agree with you.
I do think though, if I had to put money on one of them to become a better, to who's going to go further in the game, I put the money on Sesko still. I would.
Yeah, well,
But
Your words
here's the
exactly
thing, and
like
this is
I think
David.
Benjamin Sesko is going to be a top world-class striker in the
Yeah,
world.
no,
That was your
this
coming
was
out.
me. This was me up on Benjamin
That
Sesko.
was-
Then I'll get onto Xerxes in a second because I
That was me.
completely have this different point about Xerxes.
Dan,
This
you
was
thought
me
we was
about
going to get
Sesko.
5 points.
Arsenal, please, I beg you, do not sign this guy. Do not sign this guy. He is not better than even Havertz.
Who was you
I
talking about?
do
Sesko?
not want him. Yes. I
Definitely
watched
not
him
better
play
than
in the
Never
Bundesliga.
part of the camp that wanted him in like Dan. Dan
I
was just-
watch
he
no,
was
fuck
working
no.
for
I
Sesko.
watched him play in the Bundesliga, and I'm like, if we pass up on a guy who scored over 100 goals for this dude who is an absolute brick, to quote the great Have Hope, a brick of a striker coming into this club, and that's going to be our answer, we're going to be thoroughly disappointed.
yeah.
And I was so happy at the end of the day that Berta and Arteta made the correct decision and brought a man who, by the way, wanted to play for our club. No, I never really rated Tesco. But on Xerxes, by the way, one thing I think that's very
Go
unfair. I'm gonna let David talk, right? What's unfair is that a lot of teams coming into the Premier League, players coming into the Premier League from other leagues, especially from like Serie A, take about a year until they start to feel comfortable in the league. Look at Calafiori, literally teammate of Joshua Xerxes. Last year, we were giving up on him. Lewis Skelly was the man, right? And all of a sudden, Calafiori isn't here. You can't displace him from the 11. Xerxes never got that chance
No,
to show that he is developed in his second season.
I watched him
in the Prem.
Xerxes live at the Emirates when you beat us. I think he got the winning goal in the.
He did, yeah. He scored the penalty.
The penalty shootout. But even then, I was like, you know what? You know, when you see it, where I see it, I've got like my seats are literally right through the middle, and you can see the game brilliantly. And I said, he's got like a touch about him. He's got something about him.
That goal he scored against Fulham to start off the season. I thought, like, man, Xerxes, this guy's come starting off with a bang.
Oh,
last season.
I mean, he scored on his day. He scored on his debut, right?
Yeah,
he scored on his debut. Listen, he's not lit up. He's not lit up. No one at Man United's lit anything up.
He scored the goal.
He did. Yeah, he scored the winner of the FA Cup.
I tell you what, he also missed the penalty though against someone for you to go out, right? Later on, whoever you went out to, he did.
He got booed off. He got booed off by fans. Which
and he missed
shocking, mate.
You know, he missed the final penalty. You went out there. Did you win the FA Cup last year?
No.
You went out. Who did you go out to in the FA Cup last year? Whoever you went out to, he missed the penalty.
I can't even remember, to be honest, mate.
Whoever it was, he missed the final penalty because I remember saying, score on, like you scored.
Anyway, look, hopefully Xerxes comes good, but the point is, mate.
Wait, on strikers though, there's not many good strikers out there, is there? How many strikers are there? Like, there's not. There really is not. I mean, look, the best strikers in the world. Think no one's gonna. We all know. It doesn't matter what order we think it, but it's Mbappe, Haaland, Kane, probably Osimhen.
Shall I tell you why there is no, in my opinion?
Lewandowski, I was going to say Lewandowski.
Lewandowski as well. Got a hat-trick yesterday.
Shall I tell you why I don't think there is many strikers? Is because this generation that are coming through now grew up watching Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. And Cristiano Ronaldo in his prime was a right winger. Messi was a number 10.
Well, I don't know. That's hard to say if he was a right winger in his prime or not, because he won Ballon d'Ors in the right wing.
No,
and he won Ballon d'Ors in the middle.
But as in, growing up for Ronaldo for Manchester United, he was on the right wing. Right. Yes, he evolved later into an out-and-out striker, but the point is, people grew up watching Messi and Ronaldo.
Yeah.
No one wants to be a striker
He
anymore.
plays on the left. He plays on the right.
Yeah,
that boy
exactly.
Ronaldo makes Beckham look shite.
Yeah,
Who's
that's what
I can't believe I know that. By the way, I can't believe I know
that's
that
not
song.
that's not a Man United song, though, is it?
Yeah, I had a bunch of Man United
they
fans
sing
at
it too,
school.
yeah.
I used to all freaking sing this shit.
Well, Man United used to rub out their own guy Beckham. What's that? Because he left to Madrid. Is that why they sing?
Yeah, well, so many of our players left to Madrid, right? Even Ronaldo. The point is, I think there's not many strikers because back in the day, who were people watching? Flipping R9 players like that, bruv. Like, you know, so people grew up wanting to be R9.
Man, that's why we got to be over the moon that we got Gyökeres. As much as he ain't
he's not
running as much as we thought he was.
Yeah, he's for me.
I think that Burnley
he's the
game
best
gives
in
me
the rest.
really, really good feels. Like when he comes back into this game, especially going to have Odegaard fit and Madueke fit and everybody, the whole cavalry back.
Maybe,
I think he's about to explode
this might
now.
be the rest we needed because let's be honest, he was playing game in, game out, game in. Maybe
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm all confident sitting here. I think that we're about to see the best of Arsenal. We haven't even seen it yet. Okay, we dropped points in one game.
Look at this craziness. Get rid of the manager that's built this whole team in his image. Got you to the position where
why do you keep saying in his image?
Because it isn't his.
Explain
that. Because it's his style, isn't it? He's gone and bought strong physical players. It's his image, how he wants to play, right? So if someone else takes over, Enrique, he's not going to play how we play. He's going to play totally different. But for someone to be commenting on one on a,
do not act like you wouldn't take Enrique now, bro.
This is how you know when fair play to Terry Flewers for making this thing called killing the game, because that is killing the game. Anyone calling their manager out who's sitting at top of the league, top of the Champions League. I don't know what Enrique. That is crazy.
By the way, just wait.
You deserve.
The revisionist history on Enrique is crazy. He went and won Champions League, and all of a sudden he's like the best manager in the world. He was sacked from Barcelona. He was sacked from Spain.
Anton, let me land. That is nothing short of disgraceful.
Shame
on you. Shame on you. Whoever that was, AJ the Mod, shame on you, because that is disgraceful.
In a few months.
To be calling your manager out when he's sitting top of the league and top of the Champions League, he's nothing short.
He knows what's coming. AJ Demott knows what's coming.
Hey Dan, you know the video I done. The video I done on the other Arsenal YouTubers, isn't it? And I said in it as well.
I spoke to Rashid. You know, we're gonna go live with them, man. They're still
good, because he messed. I said, look, if any of you don't want to do it, and then he messaged in there and was like, yeah, come on my show, but I want to get him on our show though, bro. You know what I mean?
We're gonna sort it out still.
But you, man, I gotta head out. Sorry, I had to jump on quickly to say bless.
Thanks for coming on, my bro.
I'll catch you, man, soon. Have a good one, guys. Love guys. Bye.
Dan, because we're gonna round up soon, innit? We've got another 10-15 minutes.
I gotta go to work as well.
All right, yeah. So we'll do 5-10 more minutes. What was on there? Because I know we always have this like thing. Why have we not done?
Go through the player ratings quickly. We didn't do that. David Raya.
I'd say he's a 5 for this game.
Yeah, I'm going to say 5 as well, because he made a great save. He kept us in it at 1-0, but ultimately, I think he's cost us 2 points.
What about you, Dan?
I'm going to give him a 3, man, because he's what he done.
3.
So, but 5 is average. You thought he was below average in this game?
Yeah, because as a goalkeeper, you can play good for 80 minutes, but if you make a big mistake that costs you 2 points, you go down for me, mate. He's on a 3. He's on a 3.
Okay. Next one.
Let's start right back. Timber.
One sec. AJ Mod. It's all love. It's all love, bro. 100%. It's all love. It is respect. I'm just saying. I'm saying how I feel. I think it's disgraceful, which is, not saying you're a disgrace, but it's disgraceful to feel like that. To say that about your manager when they're top of the league. That's what I'm saying.
Just if you have that opinion, save it for if we're really in a bad patch.
This is what I'm saying. Like, look, fair enough if the wheels come off and we're like 7 or 8 points behind, all right, I would call. But when you're top of the league, I don't think you should be calling for the manager, because he's been immaculate, So I think it's crazy to be calling for his head, whoever it is.
Timber, I'd say, was our best defender on the day. I'd give him probably a 6.5. Not quite 7, not quite 6, but 6.5.
Yeah, that's fair. What you saying, Dan?
Yeah. I give Timber I give him a 7. You know, I thought he was. I don't think anything was his fault. I thought he was really good.
Yeah,
Give
he
him a
was
7.
he's their best defender.
Yeah,
of the game.
100% the best defender. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give him a 6, mate. 6.
Everyone smash them likes. Negative Dan is back, giving out 6s to Timbo. I think was brilliant that game. Smash the likes, subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000. Please
He
help
was
us
above
get
average.
to
That's about it.
1,000.
Above average. That's about it.
All right. Sweet.
Saliba.
Go on. Saliba, I'm gonna go 6. I don't think he was. Yeah, I
Is
thought
it
he was.
me or
Just,
is
I
it?
reckon Saliba was 5. This was
Yeah,
his worst performance this season. He was outstanding average.
I just haven't seen it. Maybe he's just been doing silent, graceful work, but there haven't been many games with this season where I've said Saliba was unreal.
but you know, well, this is what's happening, Dan. When you get used to someone being so good,
That's
right?
what I'm
You
saying.
you see it all at first. It's like Odegaard is what happens with these players, and then you don't see like the match-winning tackles or whatever. But seamlessly, he's doing all the bruv. He's collecting the ball. He's calm.
Gabriel's doing so much going forward.
Gabriel's doing all of that.
We don't keep 8 clean sheets in a row if Saliba's had a bad season. So
Yeah,
Saliba, I'm going to give Saliba.
yeah, I'd say 5.
2 goals. So yeah, I'm going to second you on that. I'm going to give him a 5, mate.
Just gonna answer back to this. AFC always look. I hear what you're saying, but for one, he'd only been a manager two
In a
years
2,223 season, that hasn't even happened yet.
Yeah. Right. In a 2022-23 season,
We'll all be dead by then.
Yeah,
I'd love to see that season, but you know, I don't.
It was totally different then, and we had to play City twice. Still, we had a very inexperienced squad, the youngest squad in the league. In fact, it's totally different. So it's totally different. That doesn't mean that's going to happen this season. No manager in history has lost their job midway through a season. No manager in history has lost their job midway through a season when they were 4 points clear at the top. Never. It's never happened, and it never will happen because no owner is an idiot. Simple as that.
Can you imagine the headlines in the newspaper?
Imagine that. Drop 2 points to Sunderland. Arteta sacked. Wow.
Oh God. Good to have a laugh sometimes.
Go back onto the ratings. Gabriel Magalhaes.
I gotta give him a 4, man. He's the reason we conceded both those goals. This was easily his worst game of the season. He was shaky throughout. I felt. Yeah. I gotta give him a 4. That's being nice. I could have given him a 3 like you did for Raya. I thought it was both goals were his fault.
I'm giving him a 2, and the other reason why I'm giving him a 2 is when I was watching the game and that goal went on, the way he was screaming like something happened and it shouldn't have been a goal. He had me believing this is going to VAR. Nothing happened, Gabriel. Yeah,
I thought it was going to VAR as well.
Nothing happened.
And you know what? You know the first goal they scored as well, isn't it? Is that what you're talking? The first one, they were even saying it in commentary like this is going to get checked for loads of things. I thought, oh, thank God for that. And then there was like no checks.
Yeah, I know.
Not good enough for me, man. Not good enough.
What about you, Dan?
Calafiori.
No, Dan hasn't given Gabriel yet.
Sorry, Dan.
Look, by his standards, he wasn't good by his high standards, but I'm going to say 5, to be honest. I thought he was pretty average.
Calafiori,
I'm going to give him a 6. Should have won the game for us at the end, but with that header, he should have won it. I don't know why he's heading it that way, but I give him a 6 because I thought other than that, he was
reminded me I was going to give him a 6. I'm going to give him a 5 for that reason. Average.
I'm seconding you as well. I thought that he was 5. Yeah, he had the header, but I think overall in the game, I was saying a point to go check the group chat. I was saying Callum has been poor today, so I got to say 5.
You know, I didn't see any messages, but one thing I saw, you you just see it pop up. I saw that Callum has been poor.
Yeah.
But go on.
Who we got now? Zubamendi. I'm giving I'll start. I'll give Zubamendi a 4. I felt like he got caught out a couple of times. Wasn't really dictating the game, the play. I'll give him a 5, man. He was average, man. He was average. I'll give him a 5.
Yeah, I'd probably say 5 as well. This was not one of his better games in this game. The control was missing out from the game.
Who are we talking about?
Zubamendi.
That's the thing that in this game that was different from all the other games this season. The control was
100%. Yeah,
and you that's down to him. I think it's he's a 5. And it could be a 4.
He had a good chance to nearly score with a volley. So instead of a 4, I'll give him a 5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he hit the bar as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We go to Declan Rice. 8 out of 10 for me.
Yeah,
Nah.
8 out of 10 for me as well.
7. I'd mark him down for that first goal. He lost the duel critically. He would have kept the clean sheet record if he would have won that duel, you know. And
I think everything else he did was like
I don't
fantastic.
think he can
yeah,
be
but the one mistake he made was crucial, man. It set the
I wouldn't
tone
call
for the
that a
game.
mistake, man. Oh, that was a 50-50, man, that he didn't win. I wouldn't call it a mistake.
But he usually wins these 50-50s. I have
He
a
does, he does.
high standard for this man. So I got him. I have a 7. I have him a 7. And look at me, the most negative man on the panel for the first time ever.
Eze, 1.
Yeah,
One.
I give him a
1.
3.
He was bad, Anton. What was you watching, bro?
Nah, 5.
He had a couple of chances. You know what he's done a lot of times this season? Edge of the box, chests it, volley shot straight into the goalkeeper.
And you know what? Even when he comes off, yeah, he looks like he's just a bit like I don't know, like he don't know what is going on. It looks like he don't. I don't know, man. That face.
I don't think he was spectacular, but I don't think he was really
2,
awful.
yeah,
I give him a 1.
2.
No, I'll give him a 5. I think Zubi and Eze similar impact in this game. I think Eze put himself about there.
You know what? To be honest,
he created himself a threat at the time. Sunderland had to count for him. Like the fact that he's getting these shots off, the keeper had to make a few saves. I'd say 5. I think that is very, very harsh. We're being dramatic with 1 or 2. And I love you, Dan. You know that. But I think it's a little bit dramatic.
3, Anton. 3.
Okay, fine.
3. Well, go on, Dan, for the watch-alongs. I think maybe he's talking to you about that, Dan. Did you mention the watch-alongs?
I don't know. We need to do one, though. But what I need to sort out, maybe I can talk to you, Anton. I need it where you get the minutes and the seconds coming up where it's kind of, you know what I'm talking about, the clock and that.
You know that program Terry uses for the terrace?
No, I don't. What is it?
I forgot what it's called. I wrote it down, but it's going to look like the terrace, but it's a really good program.
No, we don't mind if we look like a terrace, but also, guys, like if we do a watch along, we can only do the watch along if we've got certain we're going to need at least
monetized. You're going to be monetized, to be honest.
Do you?
No, as in like to make it worth it. Like, to make it worth it, you have to be monetized. That's the point.
So yeah,
I'm not making money until I'm monetized.
Yeah, the watch alongs probably we're hoping will happen sometime in the new year, hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully, maybe that's probably being a bit hopeful. But hopefully before the end of the season, we've got to get to 1,000 subscribers first. So please, guys,
that's why you collect the super chats and you get all that stuff. Yeah. It makes it a better experience. So.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So yeah, man. Hopefully, if the channel grows and grows, then yeah,
it will grow. It will grow.
Yeah.
Sometimes you guys like to go to the games at the Emirates, though. You guys are going to get stuck here at home instead of giving up your ticket to do a watch along.
Yeah, no, we're aiming to be on the 1K by the Tottenham game. By the end of the Tottenham game.
Yeah, but Dan, it's not just the 1K. It's not just the 1K subs. I've got no worries about the 1K subs. You have to have 3,000 of watch hours.
No, you don't.
You do. You do. Go to the YouTube studio and watch it properly. It's not one or the other. You do. It says you have to have that, and then one or the other. Either
you have like shorts. You need to have
either a million YouTube shorts views or
3 million YouTube short views.
3 million YouTube short views, or
3,000 watch hours. 3 million YouTube short views. But it's one or the other. It's not both.
One or the other. So we don't need the YouTube.
Okay, plus the 1K subs you're talking about.
Plus the 1K subs, and then if you want adverts or something like that, it's 4,000 watch hours.
Oh, wait, sorry, I'm wrong. That's the minimum. That's with the 500 subs. With 1,000 subs, it's 4,000 watch hours and 10 million shorts views. So
we've got a lot of hours to put in.
Go with the watching hours. The shorts views is freaking tough. Like 10 million.
No, we're not going to do the shorts. That's impossible. We need to be getting crazy views. So it's the hours, isn't it? Obviously, we've always had people watch these streams. So the longer the streams are, the more streams we do.
I think that's the one that gets most people over the line is the watching hours. So.
Of course it is, yeah.
100%.
But I think it's 3,000 hours for something.
For 500. So if you have so right now, if you're on plus 500, if you get to 3,000, you also get monetized. But it would be just with super chats, no ads.
If you get to 3,000, we'll get monetized.
So you get so with 500 and 3,000, you get memberships, supers, and with the 1,000 and the 4,000, you're going to get the YouTube ads. So also YouTube will also be pay you money. You're going to be allowed to obviously use sponsorships as well, and all that stuff over the top. So
1,000, after you get to 1,000, you can start getting super chats and that. And
you
members.
can already
But,
now.
hey,
You
listen,
can already now if
yeah.
you get to 3,000 watch hours. So
Yeah, so we're getting there anyway. Like, yeah, we've
we're
got
talking
so many
business
plans.
on air.
Yeah, I know. We have got so many plans for this channel. There's so much more to come. There's going to be fan cams coming straight out of the pubs with real proper Arsenal ex-hooligans.
Chronicles.
During Pub Chronicles, watch out for it. And also, we're going to have an ex-Arsenal hooligan live in the studio during the international break. I've not got a confirmed date, but it's going to be this show cannot be missed by any Arsenal fan, anyone who's into like any of the movies, the Football Factory, any of them sort of films. This is going to be straight from the horse's mouth, proper stuff. And yeah, you get your notifications on because there's going to be a lot of stuff coming from this channel. But go on, let's carry on with the ratings.
Yeah.
Who did we go? We've done Eze, Bukayo Saka.
Look, first half was terrible, but the second half was so good. I'm going to give him, for that second half, I'm going to give him a 7.5.
Yeah, I'll give him a 7. And what hours are you on? I'm not sure, you know, mate.
We're on about 1,300, something like that. I think it is. Maybe a bit more, maybe 1,500. I remember I got a notification when we went on 1,000.
At that point, just keep making videos, and the magic happens.
Well,
it's the community. What's important, just like the fans are the most. Yeah, 100% agree with that. AFC was what? Did we say something that was out of line or something? Why are you saying that?
I would never disrespect the community. Never have. All I've said is I think it's disgraceful. Like, we're talking football here, nothing on a personal level. I think it's a disgrace that people would slag off Arteta when he's doing such a good job at this moment in time. That's all I say, and I'll stick by that.
Do you think it's a disgrace?
Well, as always, I hope you're good, man. Because last week you said you were in hospital. Give us updates on how that's going.
I think he's
all right. Look,
which is
anyone as well. Everyone in the chat. If anyone's done anything right, if anyone's like got married, bought a new car, or
birthdays,
I don't know, birthdays. Moved into a new house, let us know in the chat, man, as well, man. Like, let us know as well, and we'll big you up. And yeah, I like to know how you guys are doing, because we haven't got many, but we've got some loyal people that come in this chat all the time. You're here on every. I know when I
do a call-in show one of these days. You know, just let some of these boys come in.
Yeah, look. Listen, we've told that anyone who wants to come on, they can even come on and have a chat and join the show if anyone.
In the past, and put the StreamYard link in there.
Yeah, it's not everyone's cup of tea. I understand that. You know, at first I never would have saw myself doing this. I just like to watch.
We would love to see you come on the show, AFC. Always,
and guys,
man.
if you're watching us on the replay, guys, if you're watching us on the replay, please still drop comments in the actual. Once it turns into a YouTube video, put some comments in there, because we get loads in the super chats, but we don't get many comments in the actual video. So if you could do that for us, even if there's 8 of you guys still watching now, once it becomes a video, if you got a spare minute, you could drop a like. Well, I think you've already liked it already, but just drop a little comment. We'd appreciate it. We've got 10 people now as well, so I think 2 other people have joined.
Yes,
so if you're new, please subscribe to the channel. Help us get to 1,000. We're currently doing match ratings right now. We're doing match ratings against Sunderland. Saka, I'll give it 7.5. Anton,
who were we rating before? Was it still Saka, or were you guys doing?
Saka. What did you say? You said 7.5.
I didn't say anything about Saka.
I
think Saka was a 7. I think he was one of our better, more buyer players. He was the player that really carried us in the second half to bring us back to 1-1. I think that was a crucial point in the game. He breathed life. He turned the momentum of the game around. I gotta give him a 7.
Mikel Merino.
He had the assist.
I'm gonna give him an 8.
He had the assist. I'm gonna
give him an 8 then.
I'm joking.
I think because he won the ball and got an assist, it takes him from a 2 to a.
Gyökeres bloody done that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I say 6.
Yeah,
but Gyökeres does a lot more throughout the game. Then you can't compare Mikel Merino as a striker.
All right, he does, yeah.
What about Leo Trossard? What about? Do you guys do him already?
Trossard, I'm giving a 9.
I'm giving him a 9 as well. I thought, yeah. Well, actually, I'm giving him an 8 because he wasn't better than Declan Rice. He was
Yeah,
very
no,
good.
not.
But
I was
actually,
gonna say
he got the goal.
nine's all round.
That goal
He got
deserves
the
to
goal.
win.
He got the
I
goal.
thought that
He got the
goal was
goal.
freaking awesome.
He got the
Oh,
goal.
he
Give him
was
a
a
9. Yeah.
menace.
Give
in the
Face
him a
game.
9.
down
Give
all
him a
red
But
9.
even
and
before the
painted.
goal, though, he was a constant
Oh,
threat.
Dan, did you
He was
see?
keeping the
Did you
left side
see
to
Ryan?
go on.
Did you see Ryan on AFTV try to say they didn't play well? I was like, this guy, man. Like, what's wrong
Hey,
with him, bro?
Trossard. He said Trossard didn't
Yeah.
play well.
No,
Yes,
here's the
Yeah.
thing people don't get, right? I'm sitting here on every stream complaining about how we're so right-hand side reliant. In this game, we were actually showing threat from the left-hand side on a consistent basis. That was down to Trossard. He was having a great game. He was causing them troubles. He was spinning them in and
Oh, he was
out.
fantastic.
And he deserved the goal. Yeah, it was well-deserved to cap off a great man-of-the-match performance from him, I thought. So, for me, he's a 9.
Always has got a question. Here's a good question for you two. Question to the panel: where did this love fest come from, you guys, for Arteta? Seriously, Arteta is the most protected manager in world football. Why?
We need a whole other podcast to get to this, FC always.
Yeah.
We don't know. We have a few minutes. I don't
You know
know
what
if
they're
we
gonna
can-
say also? He's taken us from where he took us, into where we are now. That's why they love him so much. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's built this club in his image. Yeah. These are the sort of statements that you get out. Do you understand?
Perfectly said there, Real Schooner.
Yeah. Well said, Dan. Look,
I've heard it all, mate. I've heard it all. I know what I feel about this
Look,
guy.
AFC always. I'm not sure if you go to games or not, but you know when you go to games and you're in the stadium and you have this field, this club that you've supported as a child, and it's so toxic, and you know the stadium's half empty, and the fans are all fighting each other. It was just a horrible time to be an Arsenal fan. Everyone's laughing at you. Manchester United fans in the group chat. Tottenham fans. Tottenham were finishing above us. We didn't play in this whole thing, but we're Arsenal. We're a big club. Okay, in name, we're a big
We
club,
had
but
fans on strike. And
we hadn't played.
want Kroenke out, and
Look,
we want
look,
Wenger
look,
out.
we hadn't
Planes
played in the
stadium.
Champions. We had not played in the Champions League for 5 or 6 years until Arteta came along. You know, we're back in the Champions League. We're back in title races in the Champions League. We're all expecting to win the league. You're saying this man should be sacked if he doesn't win the league because our team's that good. He built this team. He made this team. So, you know, from going to Arsenal matches now, I'm expecting to win every game. I go to games happy, positive. From when I trust me, I wouldn't have been called positive Dan under Unai Emery or Wenger's last few years. There's no way in hell I would have been because I was
Same.
negative as well. But right now,
I was
made me
staunch Wenger out, guys.
and
If I was
also
living in England, I would have been outside like we want
also-
Wenger out. We want Wenger
also
out.
it's called having a little bit of decorum and belief. I have a bit of decorum and I have belief in the man, and that's what it is. And I always feel like Marty said it best when he came on our show a few weeks back. Marty from AFTV, big him up, when he said, you know, at the end of the day, Arteta is part of Arsenal Football Club, and unless something's going catastrophically wrong, I feel like you should be behind the manager. I feel like it's a scapegoat. I feel like it's like a trend now. That's why I wanted to get Tyrell on, and I didn't know this, but he said that he's Arteta out, right? Or he was. I would be amused. I would be shocked if he is now. But I think
He's on defense like me.
I think that if
If
yeah, but look, that's what I mean. Like Marty said, I don't think you should be in or out. I think you should just be backing the man who's in the dugout.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Just
saying.
like
If you
back-
honestly, if we
just
want to
like
win
you
the
back-
league, which is all
just
we
like
want
you
to
back the
do,
players.
right? You have
So
to. You
why
can't.
you
We
back
cannot be
Emery
carrying the negativity.
talking about Dan, you weren't backing Emery. You wanted him out. Just say you're Arteta in. You're in love with him. That's it. Said
No. But that's if you want to be funny.
Oh,
you can
and
say
by the
that
way,
if you want.
initially when it was Emery or Arteta, when Emery they both went for the job. I was like, no, I don't want Arteta. I don't want one of these.
Well, of course,
ex-player
I think
projects
of
and
course
stuff.
everyone.
He's
everyone
changed my
would have wanted
mind.
Emery then.
At the start when he took over, I was a bit nervous about it. He
And
changed
Emery,
my mind.
I didn't want to say he had to go. It took
He had
until
Freddie Ljungberg as manager
literally.
a few days before that.
It took right until the end when it was clearly was not working. When the fans don't turn up to games and leave early, that's when it's time to go, right?
It's time to go.
But one thing I'll say before, because I know we're going to end the stream, right? One thing I want to say is that if we all want to win the league, we want to get together. We got as a collective. We just need to believe and stop with the
Exactly.
the negative feelings that creep in. This conversation about Arteta out, shelf it to the end of the season. If we don't get over the line, if you guys are all right, we don't get over the line, we don't win any trophies, his time will be coming. But right now, at the moment in time, he's doing well. We're doing better than anybody else right now in both the league and in the Champions League. Just believe in him. We have to be together as a fan base, all just getting behind this team and doing all we can to help them get over the line, because it doesn't happen on their own. They need 60,000 in the Emirates to be raucous. They need to have a great away atmosphere. We need to carry this team on the line. We have a responsibility ourselves as well as fans, and it's not just every time we drop points we're going to start talking about Arteta out. That's not the way we want it to be. That's negative. That means that every time we drop points, it always slip points. We are afraid then to see the conversations.
Exactly. And look, I think Terry has said it best sometimes on some of his streams. If we now get a manager, if you could ask anyone what manager to get now, right? Say let's. I'm not going to say now because I think it's disrespectful to even mention that now while we're top of the league and top of the Champions League. But I think if at the end of the season we don't win anything and we were to get a new manager, you ask most fans, they'd say one dream manager. They'd say, right, get Enrique. So if these fans are saying, let's get Enrique in, I feel like they'd give him more time than they would give Arteta, because he's the man they wanted. I do think that comes into it as well. I think the fact is, once Arteta didn't win that first league title, when we were so clear, that was it. That was it for some people. That was it for you, Dan. That was it. He didn't get us over the line. He's never going to be able to do it. And I think that's what it is. And people don't want to change. They don't want to change their stance. And I'm certain that certain people, even if we win the Premier League, would still go, oh, well, it took him $1 billion. It took him 6 years. Nothing special. If he don't win it again this year, he's got to go, which is, we all know, crazy.
Let's just go and win the Premier League and enjoy it. We haven't done it for 21 years. That's a ridiculous way to think about it.
Exactly. And if he does do that, and if he wins the Champions League, then there'll be a statue of him in the Emirates, like whenever he leaves us, because it's never happened in the club's history. This whole thing about we're Arsenal, we win. Well, we've never won the Champions League, and we ain't won the league in 20 years.
Don't say if no more, because you and Anton both have said we're winning it. Yeah, we're gonna walk it and we're winning it. Keep that same energy. I
still have that energy. Just because I say Man City it's a title race now, does not mean that energy's gone.
Change your energy now. Don't change
it.
Never.
Same energy.
Energy's not going nowhere, Dan.
I've said it all along, Dan, that we're going to win the league. We are going to win the league.
Just
because I give Man City a little bit of respect.
Dan, in the last stream we did live, you said Arsenal's going to win the league.
You asked me a question. And you
said, right now, you're live.
Right now, as it stands, who's going to win the Premier League? Well, if we're fucking 7 points clear and we haven't conceded a goal, what do you want me to say, Dan?
Well, the funny thing is, the only one here that said we'd slap up Sunderland is
exactly.
you.
So what do you want me to say? That's like I've been saying we're going to win the league. And I'm still saying it now. That's the difference.
You keep the same energy, bro. That's it. And it will hit harder when it happens, man. Don't start because we drew a game. You start changing up your energy.
But look, Tyrell. So that's the thing is, you wanted them sacked like at the end of last season. I don't agree with it, but I can understand the logic, because we didn't win anything, because we actually got worse. It was the first season under Arteta in the league, not in the Champions League, because we've improved every year in the Champions League with him, but in the league we've got worse. We all know about the injuries, but fair enough, I get it. But now, if you turn around and said, Dan, Arteta, we should get him out now while we're top of the league and top of the Champions League, I would call it a disgrace. So I'm not sure if you still want him out at this moment in time. That's my thing.
No one can say Arteta right now, but come the end
I think it's both. Some of us are getting excited. Some of us are getting too the other way around.
There's people screaming at Arteta right now. AFC always and Tyrell Jr., can you confirm to us, are you Arteta right now? Or are you
AFC always is. He has said before, if that's what I think, he's half a troll, because he has said before, if Arteta wins the Premier League and Champions League, he'd say thanks, but you've got to go. So what are we doing?
What? I have no words to that. I've literally
my man. He's never changed.
Exactly. So that's how you know it's a personal thing, right? He's probably seeing Arteta and asked for his autograph, and Arteta told him to fuck off. That's probably what happened.
Oh my
Yeah, they
god.
say that they said that you met Arteta in the toilet one night, Dan, and it was love from there, my guy, man.
Oh, this is getting beyond PG. You know that thing to tick, like, is this meant for children?
I gotta go
I,
now, lad.
Oh. All right, boys.
I big up everyone in the chat, everyone in the comments, everyone that's tuned in. Big up Anton. You want to shout out your channel, my bro?
Yeah, check me out on Hotsport. We have got the Anton's Tears coming out in the next couple days. This one's going to be one where I'm not as excited for as others because it's not
Was
an
it Hot
Arsenal
Sports AU?
at the
Is it?
top. Yeah, because I'm in Australia, and so I had to kind of put that .au at the bottom. It's very annoying, but that's just the handle. But the channel's called Hotsport, and me and Cal, we also be back in the next couple of days for Fire Them Cannons. We could really use some help from the Gunas Therapy community. We're only on, I think, 22 subscribers for Fire Them Cannons, and we got some great guests.
What time you go?
Have, these two on next week.
It's very early English. It's very early English time you go on though, isn't it? So I think if you change the time of it, you might get more than UK.
We had to do that because me and Cal are both in the same time zone. So for us, that's late at night. And then we go to work in the mornings. For instance, Cal would have been on today. The clocks have changed, right? So now your show starts at 8
Couldn't you do one at one at this time? Anyway, Anton, what we will do for you one time, we'll work around the times. We'll do a show, and then we'll transfer. We'll do a little direct to you guys in it, so you'd have everyone that's watching it in yours. We'll work something.
That would be absolutely. Yeah, we should definitely do that. That's a really good idea. But yeah, we're looking to do a big, what we call it, they do AGMs. Every time a business has an annual general meeting, we're gonna have an AGM on Fire Them Cannons. Hopefully, we're trying to figure that out with these two boys at the top, your lovely hosts, as well as Charlie and Seb and Cal, and we're gonna do that on our channel the next week or two. So go, guys. Check that Fire Them Cannons, guys, because we do a good work. Me and Cal work around the clock, come up with great content. We use the media, and we play videos as well from other content creators as well to create topics. So we do a lot of stuff there. It's very interactive, so you should say. So yeah.
Good stuff. Super.
Yeah.
And I'll be on Straight Facts tomorrow. Let me just see what time.
Oh my God.
I think it's usually 3:30. I think it's going to be. Yeah, 3:30 tomorrow. So look out for me on a football terrace. I'll be going at it with LB, I'm sure.
God.
Everyone.
This one's going to be a must watch, I reckon.
Yeah, 100%. Let's just answer this question before I go. Positive, damn, you were the same fan who wanted Wenger out, our third most successful manager in the club history, but you're sticking up for
because he was
dropping off. Wait. When did have I ever said that I was Wenger out? I had too much respect for the man to abuse him and to do any of that stuff and say Wenger out. That's not how I roll. It did get to a point where I was like, you know what, maybe it's best for him to go and the club, because of how toxic it was. It became impossible, and the negative bit of fans caused that, and I didn't like what was happening to the man. He should have left for me in 2017. He won the FA Cup. He could have went out as a winner. He stayed for one more year, and we got to Europa League semi-final. But yeah, so don't put words into my mouth, because I never went out there slating off Wenger. In fact, if my AFTV interview on Arsene Wenger was one of the most viewed ones, it's the only time I went on the channel back in 2018.
Really, you were on the channel back then? I gotta go back and find that video. What was that?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll put it in the chat. It was a one-off. I was.
Yeah, send it to me in the DMs. Send me in the DMs.
I will. You'll see. I got a lot more hair then. I was in the box, and Troops was next to me, and I got chatting to him, and he said, "Come on the channel." And I wish I would have carried on going on from that age. But
yeah, you'd be on 50K subs now if you did that.
Yeah. I think I'd be on even more. That was the time to get in it. Yeah. We've got in this content game really, really late. Whereas there's so many people doing this now. It's so hard now. And also YouTubers took a dip in general. You know, when I speak to anyone in this space, and they're like, bro, it's really hard to get into now. But look, we're enjoying it. We're going for it. Let's keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah,
Get
I'm not
us
even
to.
going about my AFTV interview back in the day. Everything.
Do you know what? Do you know what I'm gonna do? Because it's international break. I'm gonna post. I'm gonna save the video, and I'm gonna post it on my channel on Goonish Therapy, so you
I
can
answer that's
see it
really
there, guys.
bad. I was down at the Emirates with signs and that, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
scumbag.
I would have been. Dog, I gotta tell you, you
I
would
was
not
down
recognize
there, I
me
was
during the
down there
Wenger era.
waving out signs and that.
Yeah, you would not recognize me during the Wenger era. You would not think I was a positive fan back then. Like, and that's just because I'm just real. And I'm not that I love the man. I think he was still the greatest manager of all time. But you could tell that he was falling out of date tactically. The players were no longer really playing for him in the same sort of way. And you can hear to the other day, Oxlade-Chamberlain was saying they didn't even do research on a proposition.
And who told him to start doing that? And who did it?
Mikel Arteta.
Yeah, Mikel Arteta.
So, wow, super me.
Mm-hmm.
What a guy.
Like, you get to take things into context. But that's the thing. That's why I feel like I'm being 100% real with you guys when I'm backing Arteta, because I saw the wheels falling off with Wenger. I knew we needed a change, and I'm
Listen,
supporting
all
the
you
change
need
that
to
we
do
made.
is listen to
And the change has worked out.
Listen to what players say about him, right? Listen
Yeah.
to what players say about him. That
And look
should
at
be
what
enough.
players said about Wenger. The fact that Ox said that about Wenger is shocking, to be honest. But it's true. So, anyway.
Right, guys, thanks for watching, everyone. Big up. What's Dan doing? Is he coming back, or is he
No,
gone?
he just dropped out. I don't know.
That was a bit weird. Oh, he's gone now. Anyway, right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. We'll be going live on Friday, so turn your notifications on. Like I said, we're going to have Dave Sparks, one of the biggest Arsenal legends, in the studio during the international break. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, people. Anton, big up. Thank you, my bro.
Always, always.